hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna hide this for a little bit while we wait. But hi, it's just you and me right now, Fireblaze. What's shaking, bacon? What is cooking? Why is this tweaking? Why do you not have the info I want? But hello! Hello! I'm very excited to watch this video. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been waiting. I've been impatient all fucking day. I've been wanting to watch this video so bad. So bad. Oh my god. Also, I have a quick complaint, about YouTube. They took away my ability to embed links in the descriptions of my fucking live streams. So, I don't think you can, like, actually click the links that I have in my fucking description. And they were like, you don't have sufficient channel history. As if I haven't been, like, fucking streaming, posting videos and shorts for 2 goddamn years. And they're like, well, either send us a video, like, showing your face of, and, like, letting us know who you are, or send us, like, a picture of your identification. And it's like, what the fuck? Why do I need to send you a picture? One, I'm a VTuber, and that is absolutely fucked. And two, like, why do I need to fucking show you my face in order to have a link? It's not like I'm sending them off to fucking, like, I'm not, I'm so angry. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Dude, it's such horseshit. It's such horseshit. It's not like I'm sending, like, fucking phishing links or, like, other shit like that. And just out of nowhere, they're like, yeah, you can no longer have links in your descriptions of your live streams. Get fucked. Why? Like, legit, why? That's so ridiculous, YouTube. Like, what is your problem with me? Is this just a me thing? Is this other people thing? It's not like I've done anything wrong. YouTube's just a bitch. So that was my little rant. I just had to do that, but yeah, man. I don't know if because this isn't my normal live stream day. I don't know if I should, like, wait longer and see if anyone shows up, or go into the video. I am, like, wanting to watch this so bad. I've been looking at it all day long. I am so excited because I love watching Mujin's videos because they do a very good job at gathering a bunch of data and displaying it in a very clear, concise, and easy to, like, digest way. I love it. I love it. I love the way he does his videos. So I'm very, very excited to watch it. I may or may not be a little bit obsessed with the pirate software drama, and I've been watching a lot of videos on pirate software. And the tomfoolery of him between his spaghetti code game, the weird furry text messages, apparently him not wishing his own dad happy birthday and not texting him for a fucking year, the stop killing game stuff, his inability to accept fault for anything, his continual banning of people who just say one thing that he doesn't like. He literally, oh my god, Pirate Software literally has a counter on his stream for every person that gets banned. Talk about a fucking echo chamber. But, like, when I heard about that and I saw that, I just, like, my brain went to the fucking Ludwig, let's up those numbers! If you, Fire, have you seen that? Have you seen the let's up those numbers? Did Stream Elements finally, oh no, okay. Okay. Oh my god. How many people are, well, it shows you per stream, so maybe it'll be in this video, but let's see if I can find the Ludwig let's up those numbers. Cause it's bad, but it's funny. Hey, look, it's my stream. I can't type. Help. Let's up those numbers, Ludwig. Okay.
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
Me, when I see pirate software banning people and having a counter. 100% me. It was on my recent searches. Yeah, it was, cause I sent that joke to my to Sate and Matt earlier. I was like, hey, I found out that pirate software has a counter on his stream for every person banned. So of course it's gonna be in my recent searches, cause like that shit's funny. That shit is so funny, dude. Alright. Okay, so how about we just go into the video? If people come in late, that's on them. There'll be a VOD on YouTube. Hopefully YouTube will let me put the link to his video on the fucking VOD description. If not, then bruh. But remember, if you like this video, which you probably will, because Mujin's awesome and he also has a nice voice. Very nice voice. Don't tell him said that. Make sure to drop a like on the video yourself. Give him a follow, all that shit. Cause I personally really like his content. Okay, let me shrinkify. I begin to shrinkify. Wait, Also, Fireblaze. Summer Loki skin comes out today. You're probably in for the Psylocke, but Summer Loki skin comes out today. I'm so excited. I hope there's, jiggle physics. Anyways, so let's watch Mujin's video. It's called A Deep Dive into the Violent Unraveling of Pirate Software, from industry icon to glorified locale. I'm so excited. Okay. I hope the audio is right. If not, then shit. I will adjust as needed.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And that phrase is perfect to describe when a massive content creator gets into controversy bad enough to end their career. But when it comes to pirate software, he wasn't just a big content creator. He was someone who managed to blow up from 13,000 subscribers all the way to 1.1 million in less than 2 months, taking over the YouTube.
I knew his growth was crazy, but that's fucking insane.
Algorithm at some
point. I didn't say start. That's fucking insane. That is absolutely bonkers. I think he knows how to, like, you know, get through the algorithm stuff, though.
And even making over $50,000 in one Twitch stream. However,
$50,000 in one stream? That's fucking crazy! Wait. So he made $50,000 in one Twitch live stream. But he hasn't finished a 2D video game in 8 years.
he also managed to lose all of that just as fast. His actions didn't just make him unlikable, but it exposed him, both as a brand and as a person, making people realize that they had subscribed to him over lies or exaggerations, and that he never showed his true self until now. You've no doubt somehow heard about this already. So many people are...
Oh my god! Coding Jesus! Oh my god, I watched Coding Jesus' videos on it, and they were actually really good. Oh my god, there's so many videos though, holy shit.
Talking about him because it's that much of a crazy story, and so I thought of making a video going back to the first ever incident and how it led us here today. So without further ado, let's do this. Alright, so the first question to even ask here is, where the hell did Pirate Software even come from? Well, he created his channel in
He came from Blizzard, did you hear it? He fucking worked at Blizzard for 7 years. For 7 whole years, that's where he came from.
16. And while his channel would grow over the years, it would do so in a very slow manner, reaching 13,000 subscribers after 7 years. But then, at the end of October 2023, he would take a decision that would change his life forever. And that would be uploading highlights of his Twitch streams as YouTube Shorts. These were such an incredible success that for a while they took over the YouTube Shorts algorithm. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised at all if a huge portion of you watching this video right now came across these shorts on your own time. The views speak for themselves.
That's what got me.
Tens of millions of people being exposed to his channel for the first time and liking it. But how did he manage to do that when so many others couldn't? Well, many different shorts actually share the same factors. All you have to do is just watch one to understand the appeal. This short right here, titled Social Engineering, has every single one of these factors combined. So let's take a look at it and then I'll explain. Watch.
So when I worked at Blizzard, I had to do a social engineering task where I had to hit customer support, and I had to get 50 questions answered. And let me tell you, I got my questions answered. I shouldn't have. That was the problem. They're not supposed to answer those. And one of the things that I found that was really interesting is people that had been there for 1 year were really, really hard to trick. But people that had been there for 5 years were really easy to trick. What have we learned? We've learned that training is the issue. Everybody that actually worked at the company got training in their first year, and then they never got training again. So they became complacent, exactly. The director of CS came, and he said, I want the names. And I said, I'm not giving you the names. You're just going to fire those people. And he goes, I'm going to go to your boss. I was like, do it. My boss is like, you got the names? I was like, yeah. And he goes, you going to give them to him? And I was like, no. And he goes, he's not going to give you the names, bud. And then I sat down and was like, look, I'm not giving you the names, because if I did, you'd fire all of these people that are your best employees.
Why did pause?
The ones that have been here the longest, and in 4 years, you will have the exact same problem with the people that are newbies right now. The issue is not the employees, it's your training regimen. I sat down with him, we created a new 6-month training regimen, and guess what? I went back about a year later, did the same thing. All those people passed with flying colors. Not a single one of them answered my questions.
Well, there you have it. The deep voice, with the confidence and eloquence in his speech, as well as the whiteboard he was drawing on at the bottom that was meant to soothe any attention span issues Gen Z might have, was the perfect combination. Additionally, this story made him out to be a genius,
got so many
but not
people.
just any genius, a noble genius who saved 8 employees from losing their jobs by standing up to the evil boss. And where did that boss work? At some unknown company? No, he worked at the
At
grand,
Blizzard!
prestigious video game company.
At Blizzard!
Blizzard Entertainment. Yes,
Oh
that's
my
right.
God,
This
sorry.
guy right here, talking in such an amazing, eloquent tone, worked at Blizzard Entertainment.
The more I think about the fact that he kept, like, going, oh my god, did you know I worked at Blizzard? Oh my god, did you know I worked at Blizzard? Like, he was, like, so egotistical and, like, proud of the fact that he worked at Blizzard. You know, the company that had multiple scandals over treating women like absolute dog shit to the point that one of the women that worked there actually herself. That company? Yeah.
And that's something he would make sure to mention any chance he got.
When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard. Blizzard 7 years, yeah.
There's this video, I
used
love
to
it.
work at Blizzard Entertainment.
Anyway, we'll get back to that later in the video. But for now, all you have to understand is that these shorts were extremely
Hey guys, did you know that Pirate Software worked at Blizzard? He never talks about it.
effective. Pirate Software had gone from 13,000 subscribers to 1 million before the year even ended. That's 2 months, going from 13,000 to 1.1 million. And over time, his shorts have racked up almost 2.3 billion views.
Holy
a
shit!
massive, astounding achievement in such a short amount of time. But YouTube wasn't the only platform that benefited. I mean, these shorts were highlights from his streams, so of course people went to those streams to see the real thing live. And so his Twitch channel went from 400 concurrent viewers to thousands. And within barely 3 months, he was at over 8,000 concurrent viewers. That's top 1% of the top 1%. Now look, of course you might think, well, there are bigger streamers out there, of course. But even those streamers must have gotten envious sometimes because of how loyal and supportive Pirate Software's community was. On December 2023, he would beat Twitch's hype train record. When enough people donate bits or gift subs, the hype train is activated, starting at level 1. While that's happening, a timer starts counting down to 0. If more people donate, the timer resets
Hype
and they get
trains
to
are
level
wild,
2.
man.
Pirate Software's community had gotten him to level 55, and they
The fact that I've even gotten hype trains makes me... I don't want to say sad, but like... I don't want people spending money on me. I don't know, man. It's hard to express. I don't want... If you don't have the money, never use it, please. Don't. Just don't. There's other ways to show your support.
Discovered together that level 55 was actually the cap. No one had ever reached a hype train level this high on the entire platform. He had gotten over 7,000 subs and 1.8 million bits. If you don't know what this
Holy
means, he had
fucking
essentially made
shit.
$50,000 in one stream. This guy's community was so unstoppable that it made everyone else be aware of his existence. So much so that he actually was able
I just realized in this thing, Mujin's profile picture has a fucking, like, Chad face.
unstoppable that it made everyone else be aware of his
Oh my
existence.
God, that's
so
so
much
funny.
so that he actually was able to get nominated to the Streamer Awards in December of 2023. He was barely getting viral. But this is just how influential he was in such a short span of time. But what I want you to understand here is that the Streamer Awards actually have way bigger streamers than Pirate Software and other category nominations. For example, like XQC or Kai Cenat. These streamers would, of
Oh.
course, send their own communities to go vote for them on the website. And they did so with no issues. But when Pirate Software sent his community to vote for him, they crashed the fucking website. No other content creator had even
Yikes.
come close to crashing the website. So it goes without saying that he won the Best Software and Game Development Streamer Award in 2023. He wasn't just absolutely killing it, the guy was speedrunning being a content creator, getting to 1 million subs, getting hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitch, winning streamer awards, and beating records when it came to donations on Twitch. So of course, I say this with no exaggeration.
You look
the
so
sky was the
awkward in
limit,
that
and the guy was
picture.
barely getting started.
Brother.
If he could achieve that in just a couple of months, what could he achieve in years?
Oh my God. I turned my head! Why did you do that?
Would he become a legend? Achieve stardom? Either way, he was unstoppable until he wasn't. And he had no one to blame but himself. The first incident that would begin his cataclysmic downfall was, in the most ironic way possible, in a World of Warcraft dungeon. Yes, Blizzard Entertainment's biggest game of all time. And it would become his worst nightmare. Guys, I don't think World of Warcraft needs any introduction, okay? It came out in 2004 and revolutionized gaming forever. Many games tried to copy it, many games tried to compete with it, they all died, and this game is still alive today in 2025. Now, throughout the years, it has received many different expansions. 9 in
All of them. By the way, I mean, I guess it's just you Fire players, but I haven't done WoW content in forever. I don't know if that's something that people would still want, is more WoW content. I really just haven't watched it in forever, man. All right.
And while they would add more content, quests, story, sometimes new races, sometimes new classes, some of them would also permanently alter the game's fundamental mechanics. In other
Yes.
words, the game that you're playing now in 2025 is
Completely
vastly different from the
Complete.
game.
Oh, dude, WoW Classic is fucking hell, dude. Like, I played it as soon as it came out. I think it came out during COVID, so like everyone was already like on top of that shit. Or maybe it was like right before. It was around that time, and so many people were playing it. Like, so bad that there was like lines to get to some of the bosses that were quest requirements, which was really funny. People were being very cordial and nice. But I forgot how fucking brutal Classic is just by itself, man. It's so bad. You have to like level up just like your sword skill, your axe skill, and it is so much work. I played it when I was really young because I played it on my parents' account growing up. So I played it since it very first came out in like 2005. I think I would have been like 10-ish? 9, 10? Yeah, because I was a 96 baby. So I would have been like 9, 10. Played it on my parents' accounts. That shit's fucking brutal, dude.
Would have played on release day. One could even go as far as saying that they're completely different games at this point. Seeing that so many people's most meaningful gaming experience while they were growing up was World of Warcraft, a lot of them yearned for nostalgia. A lot of them wanted to relive those days when all they had to do was worry about mechanics from 10 or even 15 years ago. This would result in the rise of WoW private servers. Unofficial
Yeah.
servers ran by fans, in which they would use old versions of the game. At some point, Blizzard would start taking down some of the most popular private servers and would cause community outrage, with many asking Blizzard directly, well, why are you going to take them down, seeing that there's demand for them if you're not going to make one of your own? And
Exactly.
so they took their sweet time, but eventually, in the year 2019,
2019,
they would launch
right
World of
before.
Warcraft
Okay, it was
Classic,
right before
bringing
COVID.
back World of Warcraft exactly how it was back during patch 1.12.1 of September 2006, before the launch of its first ever expansion. It would run in parallel to the normal World of Warcraft of today and would slowly re-release its expansions, allowing people to relive them once more. In the summer of 2023, World of
Okay, you know what would be the funniest fucking thing for them to do? World of Warcraft Classic. Where they start from Classic again and then work their way back up.
Warcraft Classic would release the Hardcore Realms game mode. These are separate servers from normal ones in which you can create a new character, but if you die, you lose that character forever, hence why it was called Hardcore. And this is where Sodapoppin comes in, a streamer that has been streaming for over a decade now. In his early days, he was a popular World of Warcraft streamer, and when he saw the announcement of World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore, he would create a Hardcore streamer guild in October 2023,
Hell yeah.
in which he
Still
and a
would never
bunch
do
of
hardcore. I didn't pause it. I just turned my fucking headphones.
other big streamers
Okay.
would try their best to level up their character to level 60 without dying, and eventually also try to do endgame content. It was a big success, so at the end of
You just
2024,
been listening
he
because
decided to
your
launch
stuff on your
Season
Minecraft
2.
server is gone?
This
Oh, that sucks. I am so sorry. That actually sucks ass. And don't feel like you have to respond to my comments, Fire. I'm just like, I'm just chatting with you. You don't have to respond. You do your thing. I can be your background noise.
time better and bigger than ever before. The amount of streamers that participated in this season 2 was
Holy fucking
insane.
shit.
There are streamers here who had
Oh
never
my
even
God.
played World of Warcraft that were huge in games that they played. Some were League of Legends pros, some were Counter-Strike pros, and
Holy
the list
shit.
went on. It was an astounding amount of people. And of course, one of the many, many big streamers that
my
had
God.
joined OnlyFans was none other than Pirate Software. Seeing that he had built such a massive influence over the year of 2024, adding him to the guild was seen as a net positive. It was seen as a good thing.
Was.
Until one day, it wasn't. The
Then
maximum level
everything
you could
changed when Nomana attacked.
reach in World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore was level 60. And getting there, just by itself, is already an ordeal that lasts dozens of hours and sees you try your best to not die. Now, Dire Maul is a dungeon that you can only access if you're level 58.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get new headphones eventually because turning my head, having a video pause, like by just turning my head, pisses me off.
At the minimum.
Stop!
And its appeal is the amount of great gear that it drops. Dungeons are typically ran by 5 people, so Pirate Software and 4 other streamers decided to take this on in order to get better gear. Now usually, when you're in a dungeon or a raid, there's always a team leader, someone who calls the shots. It's a very stressful role, especially in a raid when you're managing a couple dozen people, and it's even crazier in hardcore World of Warcraft because whatever you decide might affect the accounts of the people playing. One wrong
Yep.
move and they lose dozens of hours of progress, and it's all on you.
Yeah, so my headphones are designed so if I take them off, they'll just pause whatever I'm listening to. However, if I turn my head, it pauses what I'm listening to because it thinks I took my headphones off even though I fucking didn't. It's great. It's great. I love it. And by love it, I mean I fucking hate it and it drives me crazy. And I'm gonna be crazy once and they lock me in a room. A rubber room full of rats. And my headphones made me crazy!
I'm saying this because I want you to bear in mind that Pirate Software is not the group leader here. But as silly as this sounds, the beginning of Pirate Software's downfall was because of this dungeon and what you're about to see here.
Hey.
The YouTuber Dev, otherwise known as Short Fat Otaku, great name by the way, combined the perspectives of everyone who was
Bro, I have been counting down the hours as well. I need the Loki skin. Okay.
streaming in the dungeon minus one person. One of them was Pirate Software on the top right. As you're watching this, you're going to hear the team leader say, run. In World of Warcraft dungeons or raids, this means retreat, but help each other retreat. Not every man for himself, don't care about your teammates. You're meant to stick around, try your best to outmaneuver the enemies while making sure your teammates also make it out with you. But as you might guess, that's not what happened here at all. Watch.
God damn it.
Run,
we-
run,
are we-
run, run,
Just
run,
run.
run.
Keith, are you done?
All right, so he said run. The team tries their best to make sure that they all get out together.
Massives.
No.
Look at Pirate Software.
Aussie, are you fine? Any grenades,
I got last
anything?
stand. You can just
Heal him,
kill
heal
them.
him, heal him, heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
Monster's on me, sitting bear form.
Snuppy, just run.
I can help a lot. Yeah.
Look at this fucking
Why are
cockroach.
you walking, bro?
What are you talking about? Why am I walking?
This
Look
is
at my mana.
savageable. Come on,
Innervate you?
man.
So his teammate told him, Pirate, why are you walking, bro? This is salvageable. Come on, man. He doesn't care. He keeps running all by himself.
Just kill the mastiffs.
Innervate, innervate.
Innervate the
Use
healer.
Nova,
Kill,
bro,
kill the
come on.
mastiffs. We got
He
this.
heals.
In a sense of.
War stomping.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we
More,
pulled
there's
another
more on the way,
pass.
more on the
Run
way.
now. The mastiffs can be ice novas.
What am I supposed to do for you? I don't know, fucking try something, you troglodyte! Absolute
Now we're
fucking
gonna wait.
Musara.
Oh.
cockroach.
Okay, get out, get out.
Run.
Evocation's on cooldown, man.
I wonder why it's on
How
cooldown.
How much mana is
More
ice?
milky as well.
There's no miss that much mana.
You have a boss in you called run.
Getting slowed.
Fuck. Wait.
Anything for me?
Snuppy. Oh,
I
no.
don't think.
Watching it
I
makes me
cannot-
so
I cannot
angry.
summon. Also,
No,
you're
just
good.
run out.
So, that sounded like a massive fuck up, didn't it?
Yes, it did, short fat otaku. Bear in mind, Pirate Software's excuse here was, I have no mana, I can't help you, when he clearly had 2 items in his inventory that could bring back up his mana. He could have totally helped and saved his 2 teammates that ended up dying, losing all their progress. This was a disaster. One of his teammates, Yamato, on the left here, confronted him and was asking him what happened, like what's going on? And this was what Pirate Software had to say right after the fact.
You instantly ran. You didn't even look
As much
back.
as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
I'm not angry at all. I'm
You
not angry at all.
overpulled 2 packs. You overpulled 2 packs and a boss. I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place, and nothing left. You weren't paying attention to party resources. You overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
So 2 of his teammates pretty much lost everything. He very clearly ran on his own when he could have just said, you know what, look, yes, I panicked, I screwed up, my bad, sorry. But he instead decides to blame his entire team except for himself. It was your guys' fault for pulling in the enemies. It was your
I
guys'
did
fault for
nothing
calling run in the middle of the
wrong. I
fight.
will
It was
never
your
be
guys' fault for this
bad.
and that. This was very weird behavior. I mean, this is just a game. And he was acting like if he apologized, he would be committing a cardinal sin or something. It made his teammates very uncomfortable to the point where the guild leader had to step in.
Okay. I'm fucking dying over the fact that probably because of all the research that he had to do, like half of the videos over here are about Pirate Software. That's what, like, you look up 1 or 2 videos about Pirate Software, and then it's all that's in your fucking, like, recommended feed. I swear to God.
Now, Soda Poppin was initially the guild leader, but then, unexpectedly, he dueled Tyler 1, who had leveled up to level 60 and became a very important member of the guild in a fight that would determine who the new guild master would be. What no one was expecting, though, was that Tyler 1 would beat Soda Poppin, becoming the guild master. Seeing that this was becoming a big guild issue, he had to step in and brought both Yamato and Pirate Software into a call in order to squash the beef once and for all. The result? A catastrophe. Watch.
What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirates.
Go on.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear
I
God.
want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say, we are just blaming you. It's about the 0 accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no 0 accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better.
you-
but when you open up and
No,
you yell over another
no,
person
listen,
like
can
you were
I
doing earlier,
speak?
nah, I'm good.
You
See ya. I'm not doing that shit again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
Fuck you.
I mean, this is so weird. Yamato was being as
Homie refused to listen to them. He could have at least let them talk, and he's like, nah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. People like that piss me off so much. Like, they'll talk shit to you, they'll talk all over you, and they're like, don't talk over me when you try to have your piece. Absolute
sure as possible here,
troglodyte.
saying, listen, this was all our fault. We're not blaming you. We just want you to admit, just like we've admitted, that we all screwed up, and he couldn't even say that, leaving the call like an immature, disrespectful baby as Yamato was talking. This not only rubbed his dungeon teammates the wrong way, it rubbed the entire OnlyFans guild as well as the viewers the wrong way. As criticism was mounting, Pirate Software was for the first time confronting massive controversy coming his way. At any point in time, he could have just simply apologized and moved on. Instead, he only chose to double down, playing the victim and saying that other streamers and OnlyFans just want to cause problems with him for no reason whatsoever.
Content is causing drama and problems. There's a lot of streamers actually in this guild that want to cause problems specifically with me, and have even stated so publicly on their Twitch, saying that they want to have a fight with me for content. That's not content. That's dog shit. Ridiculous.
Trust
Not
me,
gonna
it's
be
still content, motherfucker. It's still
Seriously, why would
content.
people just want to attack you unprovoked for no reason whatsoever? What a cruel world
Oh,
we live.
one second. Let me pause so we can move over and you can see what he looks like. He's wearing a fucking wizard hat, guys. Oh, good shit.
live in. The bulk of these events would unfold from January 10th to January 12th, 2025. By that time, Pirate Software would have received so much criticism, so much hate, that he felt compelled to post a long tweet explaining his point of view on Twitter, saying, "To those trying to character assassinate me online for a bad pull in Dire Maul WoW hardcore, this is hardcore WoW and a lot is on the line when you step foot into a dungeon. Here is a light breakdown of the last 24 hours. Our party went the wrong way and overpulled multiple packs with the boss. The shot caller made the call to run, then went back on that call. During the run out, another pack was pulled as we had opted to skip it previously, which is never a good thing. Communication was completely broken throughout this, and it was our second time failing the dungeon. Everyone played poorly, and 2 people ultimately lost their characters for."
Hi, Nanashi. Hello. Also, communication was completely broken is absolute. It's false. It's false. Because they went, wait, like, come on, help us, like, try to escape. And Pirate was like, sorry, I'm already 1 country away, I have no mana, and get fucked. Like, it's...
Correct. Each person in this group made
What?
mistakes, including myself. I have never once said I was perfect in my play, nor that I was a god gamer. I'm just an ex-Blizzard employee that has played Mage for a long time. To pin that on a single person is absurd at best, and if you're calling for death and cancellation over it, you're too invested in this content in a very unhealthy way. If you're a creator engaging in this kind of behavior, then eventually your content wave will end, but the relationships you've sullied will be permanent. Hope it was worth it for you. To those trying to defend me, don't worry about it.
The real question I have is, I wonder if sticking to his guns and refusing to back down is really worth it in the end for Pirate Software. Having no mana sounds like a skill issue. I never run out of democracy. Exactly! Exactly, Major Salty! And honestly, he did everything he could to make sure he didn't have mana. He, like, wasted it intentionally, so, sounds very undemocratic, like... As a Helldiver, if my fellow Helldiver was fighting to the fucking death, I would turn around and help them. But no. This coward, this motherfucking Pirate Software coward ran away from his friends and his teammates, and he did things that were against democracy and things that were against Super Earth. He's secretly one of those fucking bots, isn't he? He's a traitor! That's the word. You're so right. He is such a traitor. I don't know if shooting him. I think we just need to keep dragging him through the mud. We need to make an example of him. We don't allow this undemocratic, traitorous acts in our community. In our Twitch, in our YouTube. Not allowed. We work together. For freedom. For Super Earth. Alright, let's go.
This too shall pass. Do not attack anyone else on my behalf. I've always hated that kind of behavior. I have no intention of stopping making things or not doing stuff as I've already been. Those who are banned will stay.
This hat shave his head and make him run through the city naked is wild, and I love it.
So I've never liked that kind of knee-jerk reaction behavior in our community before, and I will not be changing that now. For those that don't understand why they will stay banned, we had a 10-hour-long hate raid over it live on Twitch. We had to ban nearly 4,000 accounts across all platforms, and our moderators received death threats regularly throughout it all. People called for me to be killed both in-game and out of game. They tried to get me banned from Twitch, the guild, and WoW. They tried to make disparaging comments about our ferret rescue or that we somehow hurt animals. They tried to spread rumors saying I was convicted of felonies and many other things. The internet hate machine will not defeat me or the community that supports me. See you in WoW Hardcore tomorrow. So this was posted on January 13th, 2025. And while he did admit that everyone in the group made mistakes, including himself, it truly didn't feel genuine. It seemed like it was absolutely impossible for him to just say, I'm sorry, I misplayed. He just couldn't do it. Someone pointed that out, saying, where's the I messed up? And Pirate Software said, apparently you have no idea how to read, hope this helps, highlighting the paragraph in which he said, each person in this group made mistakes, including myself. Again, it was worded in a disingenuous way. He just couldn't take individual accountability here, no matter what. The top comment was a WoW streamer known by Joker D saying, just take the L, it's not that hard, to which Pirate Software said, hope this was worth it for you. So overall, this entire response didn't really help him at all. And even if it did, he would single-handedly ruin any progress it might have had in the coming days. He would double down, triple down, quadruple down, quintuple down, and eventually sextuple down, only to call OnlyFans a content guild built on hate.
Homie, he had to sextuple down because he had to prove that he was getting fucked. Dude, this drama is so crazy. I mean, I've already had a video of just me ranting on it, but and I've watched a lot of videos, but Mujin dropping a whole ass like hour-long video, I was so fucking excited. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. Like, I'm like so 20 minutes in and this video is already fucking golden. And if y'all haven't checked out Mujin's YouTube, y'all need to, because he has amazing videos and he does his research and he does it well.
And a lot of it was from a rogue that was bitching the entire time about every goddamn thing that was going on except for his own play. But the mage is the one at fault because the mage is the hero class.
If you love video essays, I'm currently working on one about what happened to Sobi. I'll hopefully post it within a month. I have it written out. I have to film it and then edit it. So we'll see how that goes.
Mage has to do everything perfectly. Everyone in that played badly. The druid butt-pulled an extra pack on the way out. The tank chose to take us into a bad route through the entirety of the dungeon, pulled 2 packs and the boss at the same time. I, as the mage, went into that fight with 40% mana. Tried to use my...
So I have... I'm off to YouTube. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, and a Kick channel. And I'm multi-streaming on all of them at the same time. On YouTube, my username is ITCV. But the Sobi video will be my very first video essay, so it'll probably be terrible, but I'm trying my best.
Resources, used them poorly, and got myself out when the call was made to run, which, by the way, was made by them as well.
Run.
Everyone played badly. In fact, the only person who didn't was the healer. And I explained that in the Twitter post, but no one wants to hear that shit. Because they want it to be a double down, a triple down, a quadruple down. They want to have a villain. They want to have an enemy. They want to fight that shit into the ground. They want to send death threats to people over. Because they're goddamn insane. Because this guild has turned into a content guild built on...
It was always a content guild!
Experiences.
Oh, hi, Major
They're
Selfie.
freaking monsters, dude.
It's just crazy how we got to this point and we're not even halfway through this drama, and all he had to really realistically do was look at the camera and say, you know what, I'm sorry. We all misplayed, yes, but I screwed up by running away the way I did. I had 2 items that could have restored my mana so I could help the 2 people who died, but I just simply panicked and ran away. And so even though we all misplayed, I just want to say I'm sorry for my play.
He didn't panic. He did that shit on purpose. He knew exactly what he was doing. That fucker was smirking the whole time, okay? He was smirking the whole time.
But no, it was too hard for him. Guys, he worked at Blizzard, and Blizzard employees simply don't make mistakes. That's a given. As Pirate Software was too busy playing the victim, a clip of the streamer Lucari surfaced in which he was doing a dungeon with Pirate Software. You see, Lucari is someone who had never played World of Warcraft up until this point. He was playing a mage, just like Pirate, but he was kind of having a hard time keeping up with everything going on. Here's how Pirate treated him. I'm sure you can tell from the title. Pirate Software bullying a totally new player to the game. Pathetic, dude. Watch.
Basically have to evocate to get your mana back for the next pull. Ugh.
Reminded me, sorry, I don't play the game, so I forgot. If you remind me, I can help you up.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen.
Pirate, shut the fuck up. I know he can't hear me, but I'm salty.
Can't really keep wishing for things that just aren't here, though.
That's true. That's true. Can't wish for the rogue. Can't wish for another mage to cast arcane in.
Yeah.
Brother,
I'm salty. I'm always salty. Dude, I am so salty I could turn a fucking lake into an ocean. Trust me. The salt runs through my fucking blood. If a vampire drank out of me, they'd be like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Go to a doctor.
Oh, since we have 2 mages, we could probably poly the ads.
Wait, we have 2 mages. Oh, man.
Yeah, I can poly.
Here I've been the only one casting arcane in. Incredible.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, Skillet, you haven't watched me play Rivals. I guess I'll
God,
be.
even reality TV can't recreate such an awkward moment, man. Just ruining
Yeah.
the whole vibe.
I feel so sorry for this guy.
It's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen.
Hey man, I'm new to the game, so if you want me to help with arcane, just let me know, remind me. Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the game, right chat? Oh, we have 2 mages. Oh, I didn't know that. All that in the face of a new player who was being nothing but nice, honestly. And yet Pirate Software had the gall to complain about being bullied by other content creators when he was literally doing that to someone as innocent as Lucard. The culmination of all this
That was loud.
would
Alright.
force Sodapopin to take the decision of kicking Pirate Software from OnlyFans, pinging everyone in the OnlyFans Discord and saying this: yes, I made a decision to kick Pirate. I felt a large majority of people in the guild felt uncomfortable playing or being around him and all that drama that surrounded him at this point. Even though some people
You've never actually seen toxicity of this level before? Shameful to Liberty? Again, you should check out Marvel Rivals, because oh my god, the toxicity on there is horrendous. And, like, I'll be honest, like, I got so bad in that game, and it's because, like, the toxicity breeds toxicity. So it was making me act very negative, and I did not like the way that Marvel Rivals was making me act on stream. So I have made a rule for me I can't play Marvel Rivals on stream anymore. I play it in my free time, but I'm not allowed to stream it anymore. Like that. Like, oh, 1 second. I got a kick bot to erase. Get banned, you bot. Banned. Goodbye. Sent to the Shadow Realm. Not like lol bad, but like people will like literally attack you even in quick play for not doing good. Like you could be trying to learn a new character and people would be like, go off yourself, never play this game again, delete it, delete yourself. It's so horrendous. Hit you with those cinematics or Helldivers. I need to play more Helldivers. Last time I played it, I might have also had a little bit of a breakdown. I was having a whole ass joke too, which there is a VOD on my channel of it, where I was like southern accent searching for oil, kind of like, we're going for oil, we gotta kill the bugs, kind of the whole time. It was fun.
may have not felt that way. A lot did. And after seeing some clips today from him quadrupling down, or I don't know what number we're on at this point, I think I'm making the right decision, but still I feel bad. Try to just let this whole thing slide into forgetfulness and move on, in my opinion. Stay safe, gamers. So look, at the end of the day, in World of Warcraft in general...
I would, please don't judge my accent. The answer is bad.
When you're in a raid or dungeon, you have to trust every single member on your team to make sure that not only you complete the raid or dungeon, but that you also survive. This also applies on a way bigger scale in World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore.
People die when you kill them.
Because one bad teammate can cost you the account that you've put dozens or even hundreds of hours in. And people just couldn't trust someone who couldn't take any accountability like Pirate Software.
Exactly.
As soon as things would have gone wrong, he would have probably just ran for his life and said he had no mana again. And
like
not many people really felt sorry for him because at the end of the day, he was the embodiment of this meme. No one was forcing him to sextuple down. No one was forcing him to bully a new player. The only person who was shooting themselves in the foot with a shotgun was none other than Pirate Software. At this point, Jason Thor Hall, otherwise known as Pirate Software, was slowly but surely becoming a law.
I refuse to call him Thor. He is now either Pirate Software or Jason. As someone who's really into Norse mythology, and my whole VTuber character model is like Norse space Viking based, this motherfucker ain't Thor, and he'll never be Thor. He can go fuck himself.
lolcow, but he had no idea. But that was normal, because fundamentally speaking, a lolcow is never aware that they're a lolcow. Look, there are a lot
Ain't Thor, like, actually just an asshole? Yes and no. Like, all of the Norse gods are actually kind of assholes. Not even joking, it's crazy.
definitions of what a lolcow is, but if I had to sum it up, well,
Or do you mean like the Norse god or like the Pirate Software? Jason.
it would be very
'Cause
simple.
he is an asshole.
Someone who simply embodies the worst of the worst when it comes to human traits, but they would be constantly
Both.
convinced that they are the perfect human being, never able to admit fault, and never willing to even when they know that they're in the wrong. This by itself becomes very entertaining, and there are many examples. They come in all shapes, sizes, and even colors. And the mage who ran out of mana was about to join their ranks imminently. All he had to do to avoid this fate was just fucking apologize, man. But he just couldn't. In fact, what he ended up doing was maybe one of the cringiest things in this entire video. I genuinely can't believe that someone in his 30s said this, but I mean, watch this yourself. You'll know what I mean.
I didn't get this deep. Stop feeding into it. All of the accounts that are messaging me are getting reported.
Wait. Let me. Okay. We're good.
There's a funny fact about this. I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. There's a whole lot of other people there that still know me. And all of these reports are going directly to them. They're well aware of the situation, and everybody who's messaging me, they're going to get read. It's kind of a dumbass thing to do. And I can't wait for all of them to get banned.
Guys! Wait. Did you know that Pirate Software worked at Blizzard? I did not know this. Dude. That's fucking crazy. He worked at Blizzard. He never talks about it, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, so all you guys whispering me right now with these threats, well, guess what? My dad works at Nintendo, and I'm going to tell him personally about every single one of you, so good job.
No
See you
way!
later. It's like, bro, if they're sending you death threats, you really just have to report them in game, and I'm sure something will happen. You don't have to actually bother your Blizzard alumni. This clip was on January 14th. And guys, I swear to you, I am constantly impressed by how ironic
I turned my head again. Damn it.
life can be. I don't think we live in a simulation, but sometimes I do get the feeling because some things are just so perfect in comedic timing, you'd think that there was someone writing a script. One day after this clip came out, Pirate Software was streaming the game Ashes of Creation during its second alpha. This is an MMORPG similar to World of Warcraft, and it also has raids as well as dungeons. During a raid, Pirate Software would wipe the entire team. You would kill everyone single-handedly by pulling in the wrong unit. What would be his first reaction?
Sorry, I've seen this clip, and it's fucking wild, guys. This clip is fucking wild.
Well, watch for yourself.
Sabu is not paying attention.
He pulled in the enemy,
Sabu.
and he died.
God damn it, guys.
Oh, no, who pulled the ocular?
So one of you hold the ocular. Why?
Yeah, who did
Now
that?
half the raid is dead.
That was so
Was
stupid.
there a reason for that?
Kisk. I'll allow it, Fireblaze.
I swear, it is so funny knowing that he was the one who pulled the ocular. This is also another thing with lolcows. They are unintentionally hilarious. Pirate Software here was genuinely pissed, okay? He genuinely was.
You want to get points? Fair enough. And if anyone knows any changes that they would like me to add to a points redeem, just let me know. Okay? I'm 100% willing to listen to what the people want.
livid, but knowing that he was the one who caused the wipe is so fucking funny. It showed people that World of Warcraft wasn't an isolated case. He was doing this in Ashes of Creation and would very easily do this a third time somewhere else. It was him. He was the issue here.
Wait. Would it show? Please tell me it shows the clip of him. Please. You will redeem Gothlo. Oh, that's the goal. Got it. That's the goal.
Lack of accountability was astounding. But you know what else is astounding? His ability to keep digging himself in deeper holes. During this whole fiasco, Joker D would talk about Pirate Software and would call him out.
I honestly fuck Pirate Software. Like, straight up, bro, this dude is a complete fraud. At least in the WoW space, I don't care if he worked for fucking Blizzard. The guy probably made fucking...
Didn't have the clip. Oh my god. So in that last one where he was like, whoever did that, you're gonna get kicked from the guild or whatever. And then someone sent him a video. Sorry, I'm chewing on chocolate covered pomegranate. I'm so sorry. I need the iron. That's totally why I'm eating the chocolate. But he literally, someone sent him, and it was him that pulled it. And you know what he did? He was like, I am not at fault. I did nothing wrong. I did the right thing. After talking shit about, like, whoever did this, they're in so much trouble. Oh, it was me? Yeah, no, I meant to do that, trust. I can't do anything wrong.
Coffee for some devs. I don't even believe for a second.
So out of all the streamers in OnlyFans, Joker D probably went the
Pirate
hardest.
Softed. So, wait, so you said whatever Blizzard was paid, there women less so... No, it's worse than that, okay? They treated women like shit, okay? There was a woman in the office that somehow, I don't know how, but they got pictures of her, nude pictures of her, and they sent it around the office. And that caused them so much stress that they offed themselves. There was also, because they had a lot of conventions and stuff, there was always a room at the hotel that they would be at called the Cosby Room. Women, there's videos that explain it way better than I can ever, because I have the memory of a Pop-Tart, and I'm not really good at expressing my words, like, in time. I have to write shit down and then read it, because I'm so bad at just the brain mouth. It's terrible, okay? But, yeah, they treated the women like shit. They were sexually harassed, physically harassed, verbally harassed, like, all that kind of shit. Blizzard got in huge trouble for it, though. There were NPCs named after employees, and the names of the NPCs got changed in WoW. They got changed because of all of this shit, because some of those were, like, the really bad offenders. I think there was a whole, there was something, female. It was a big thing a couple years ago. Yeah, Activision Blizzard sued by California over frat boy culture. Okay, this is... The game publisher did get one reprieve this week. Wait, is this 10 hour? Okay. An $18 million settlement for female employees of the company that alleged they experienced sexual harassment and pregnancy-related discrimination? Oh my god! Yeah, there is a lot of stuff. Maybe one day I'll do, if people are interested, maybe I'll do a deep dive of my own research and maybe do a video on it. I don't know if that's something people would be interested in, but... Crazy. It's fucking crazy. Zero to pissed in half a second. These guys are great at this. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. But yeah, if people are interested, maybe I'll do a deep dive video into that.
On pirate software. He took segments of this rant and uploaded it as a YouTube video. That YouTube video would then be removed due to a violation of community guidelines, and the person who striked it cited the reason as being harassment and cyberbullying.
This is
one could only guess.
Cannot believe these are grown adults. Yeah, it's so bad, man. It sucks. It sucks. I can't. The fact that this got a, like, women in the gaming industry are already not treated very well, but the fact that it went on for so long, honestly, I think I've talked about it before, but my high school actually saved my ass, because I was actually planning on going to college for digital art and game design, because I wanted to do art for video games, and I wanted to go to a college that did internships with Blizzard to help get me a job at Blizzard, because I fucking grew up with World of Warcraft and Diablo, so, like, I really wanted to go and, like, work for Blizzard. I thought that would be really fucking cool, you know? But my high school kept not sending my transcripts to the college because my principal hated me and was doing anything he could to, like, not just me, my whole family. He hated my whole family for no good reason. I was a good student. My sisters were good students. Maybe it was my mom's fault. I don't fucking know. But didn't like our family, and I think he kept stopping my shit getting sent off. And I wasn't aggressive enough of a person to stop it. But I wanted to, you know, work at Blizzard, and my school's incompetence actually ended up saving me in the end, because that didn't happen, and I also didn't go into thousands of dollars into debt for going to college. So yeah.
Who
now
took
I'm here.
This video down. I mean, seriously. Joker D would never reveal the name of the brand or whatever that was behind this, but seeing that the video had gotten brigaded by Pirate Software's community, for many, it was safe to say that Pirate Software was the one who took this video down because he simply didn't like it, abusing the copy strike system on YouTube. Seeing that Pokemon had done this in the past, back in 2020, getting an amazing community reaction,
Yikes!
and of course we can't forget about Alinity doing this as well back in 2018. Wow, I'm old.
I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
I mean, it was genius. It worked so well for every content creator who had done that prior. So obviously, this was the play. Congratulations. You know, it's so fascinating to me how the internet works sometimes. Someone could mind their own business for months, for
His brand is Rode because he rode Blizzard's dick.
years, for decades. But as soon as they do
Sorry, bad
something
joke.
that makes them so incredibly unlikable, the internet starts seeing a big red target on your back and they strike. Pirate Software had a talent of building up a huge, loyal community in just the span of a couple of months. When January 2025 came by, though, he proved to us that he had another talent, building up a massive community of very loyal haters. These incidents that we just talked about had ensured that. This is when those very same haters would start scrutinizing every single aspect of Pirate Software, both as a brand and as a person, only to eventually dismantle this massive empire that he had built. Now look, just to be...
Okay. What is the symbol on my head for? Okay, so this, my model has two tattoos. One you can't see because it's under the sleeve. But on my new model that I'm working on drawing, so my friend Choco made me this model. I'm working on drawing myself a new model. And I also have my 3D model that I use. The symbol on my head is the horns of Odin, and it represents the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. And then I have another tattoo. Actually, you know what? I can show my current progress on my model. Give me 1 second. Let me add the picture image. Okay. Browse. Model. Okay. Ah! Oh my god, it's huge. That's what she said. Okay. Okay. So I have another tattoo that's on my arm. And it's a combination of the Norse compass and the Spear of Odin. Yeah, booba. My new model will have booba. Let me... Sorry, it's gonna take a second to make it smaller. I'm just shrinking it down. Wow, it looks really compressed in this. But yeah, this is my new model that I'm working on. Wow, the quality of that looks like ass. The picture is just huge. Because it's gotta be. Very Norse. Yeah, the tattoo on my model is one that I want to get IRL. Maybe a little more complex IRL. But yeah. I even... oh my god, I don't know how well it'll show up. It's hard for me to zoom. Over... there, on the earring attached is, a little charm of Thor's hammer. And then there's another secret on it that I can't show in this picture because it's, you know, too big for me to zoom in and out. If I was on Clip Studio, I could show. But okay, I'm gonna take a really quick break. I gotta go get some food and I gotta go to the bathroom. So I will be right back, okay, guys? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Let's keep watching this video.
Clear, Pirate Software has always had haters, dating all the way back to September 2024, and there were
Hell
earlier
yeah.
instances too. This is normal. When you get famous, when you take over the algorithm the way he did, some people will naturally get fatigued from you. I mean, you might not believe this, but even someone like Queso has haters, purely because he's a massive
Really?
content creator, no pun intended. Some of these early haters of Pirate Software would start making videos talking about his past. About how, for example,
I want a Helldivers mode that has, like 8 players. Who the fuck is... People gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
he wasn't the game developer he was making himself out to be, especially with his Blizzard experience. About how he used to go by the name of Moldavius Victory and was a well-renowned furry in Second Life and EVE Online. But those videos would never get enough traction to actually matter. As you can see, this video right here with the title of Pirate Software, the streamer who faked his game dev career, had reached almost 100,000 views. From the like and dislike ratio, we can see how Pirate Software had somehow, either directly or indirectly, sent his community to brigade this video, and just like Joker D's video, it was taken down.
That's
by
why it would
using
be
the
great.
Counter-Strike system and inciting harassment.
That's how we
and
spread
cyberbullying.
democracy.
So essentially, if you were an early hater of Pirate Software, if you had something to say, well, chances are no one heard you. This is how for a long time he was able to sweep all the hate, feedback, and criticism under the rug. Except this time, after all the events that we just saw unfold, he had way too many eyes examining his every move, and he couldn't just sweep criticism under the rug anymore. For example, around the end of January 2025, Pirate Software had DMCA'd an indie game and threatened to sue its developer. Why? Well, the developer shows us the main reason why Pirate Software wanted the game taken down. Here it is. It's this roach wearing the same wizard hat that he was wearing during World of Warcraft while mimicking some of the things that he was saying. Watch.
Bro, this is so fucking funny. Dude, I would play the fuck out of this game. but unfortunately this poor guy.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
This whole game got DMCA'd because of this. I mean, this is how sensitive he is. And now many people were made aware of this. He couldn't just copy Striker.
Homie was like, my feelings are hurt, so I'm gonna take down this indie developer's game. Even though I have no valid proof that this is actually in the game that's on Steam.
DMCA just about anyone because every time he did, he spawned more haters. His strategy was now outdated. Everyone was made aware of what had happened to this indie game. And speaking of indie games, there was renewed scrutiny over Pirate Software's indie game called Heartbound, with many wondering why it's been in early access since 2018 with no release date in sight. Give it 3 more years, it'll be a decade. Some people were comparing him to Yandere Dev, a very well-established lolcow who hadn't released his game in over a decade. And when people actually analyzed its code,
Yandere Dev, I feel like you're emotionally manipulating me. I'm 16.
they found some of the worst written code known to mankind. Seeing all this scrutiny and criticism catch up to his own game development must have hit one hell of a nerve, because very shortly after he announced that Heartbound would start receiving monthly updates, and all it took was people going there and reviewing it negatively. He was hoping that this would steer off the criticism and the scrutiny, and that things would eventually finally go back to normal, but the haters weren't really done just yet. People were putting into question his entire identity.
Yandere?
The fact
Okay.
that he worked
I actually played Yandere Simulator a long time ago. Back when I technically have another YouTube channel. And I took down all the videos because they're all cringe. But, I did a video on Yandere Simulator a long time ago. I think I was like 18, 19 maybe. Oh, fuck. That was like 10 years ago.
at Blizzard for 7 years, but worked what exactly? As well as him claiming that he was one hell of a hacker who had gone to the yearly hacking conference DEF CON and won some pretty important events there with the help of his team that he never mentioned, of course. Always taking credit for this by himself. I mean, at some point he was invited to a podcast called Dropped Frames. This was a clip from it, and here's the title: Pirate Software on how he became a hacker for the government. These were the stories that he was telling people. Watch this.
You're a hacker. Like that's where you like kind of started.
Actual hacker.
An actual hacker. Like,
Yes.
not like I'm a hacker type. No, you're an actual
That's not
hacker.
kidding.
You
Yeah.
won.
Like an actual hacker.
Yeah,
Yeah, my last job was hacking power plants for the federal government. I
Yeah.
worked for the United States Department of Energy.
So
Just
dude
the
walks in with a
and
laptop and a suit, and you lean
Yeah.
over to, who's that guy?
Well, that's the hacker from the
Yeah,
government.
that's the hacker.
It's even worse. 'Cause we go in like
Like
3 to
what?
4 man teams, man. So like we've got a team. Of
Oh, you
dudes
had a
looking
fleet.
Like
You had
this.
like a team
Yeah.
of dudes in
It
suits,
wasn't just
holding
me.
laptops,
Yeah,
walking into
exactly.
restricted areas. Okay.
When he says things like this, what he's trying to paint in your mind as a viewer is that he's some sort of
Yeah, I don't think
Unit
that's how it
8200
works
Mossad
either.
agent writing zero-day exploits on USBs that are snuck into Iranian nuclear facilities and that infest and shut down the entire technical operation of that nuclear power plant. When in reality, if you look at his LinkedIn and reconcile it against his skill set, what he did was social engineering. He wrote phishing emails.
He asked
And
questions.
tried to gain access to credentials and user systems that way.
So Coding Jesus said it best. Pirate Software's entire identity was slowly starting to unravel right before our very eyes. From the shorts that made him go viral, to the stories he used to say on stream, to quite literally everything about him was nothing more than either an exaggeration or him trying as best as possible to sugarcoat reality. We can very clearly see on his LinkedIn that first off, he didn't work at Blizzard for 7 years, it was actually 6 years.
This guy is a Nepo baby who got big by talking big. That's who he is. That's the TLDR. He is an arrogant, narcissistic Nepo baby who got big by talking big. Yeah, Major Salty, it'd probably be illegal, or he could have major, like, negative ramifications, because there's, like, I worked for the post office for 7 years, and that's only, like, partial government, but, like, there's a bunch of sensitive information just, like, sorry. I've been muting myself to eat. But there's like a bunch of like sensitive like personal information that I learned about customers. If I talked about like that, I'd be in huge fucking trouble. There's a bunch of sensitive information about the inner workings of the post office that if I talked about that, I'd be in big fucking trouble. So I don't. The fact that he was constantly talking about it and talking about it in a way like he was, if it was like 100% true, he would have been fucked.
6 months, and that his initial roles were him being in quality assurance. For the first 4 years at Blizzard, so the majority of his time there, he was in an entry-level role, eventually being promoted multiple times and finishing off as a senior red team specialist. In his own description of the job, he said, infiltrated and exploited physical access controls, managed social engineering operations to improve employee awareness and resilience, and finally created, launched, and managed a global web application bounty program. As Coding Jesus said, this guy would literally just send phishing emails, make phone calls, try to pretend to be an outsider in order to have employees make mistakes so that they can improve internal protocols. I mean, it's an important job, that's for sure, but even on his LinkedIn, he would make claims that he worked on all these different games. I mean, yeah, indirectly, but none of your code made it to the game. You didn't model, you didn't texture, and you sure as
I didn't unmute myself! I didn't unmute myself! Ah, fuck! Sorry, okay. We're good. I had to kill a bot on Kick, and then I read your fucking comment to no one! Ah! So, like, yes, I work in a factory that just so happens to have military ejector seats. I personally didn't build them or see them, really, but it's a fireable offense to take pictures inside. No way this guy working for the government like that. Yeah, that's my beat. I forgot to unmute myself. That's my beat. My problem. That's my... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to eat without it being in your guys' ears.
hell didn't animate. You just so happened to work on internal projects in parallel to these games. And yet, every time someone would mention something about games, about the video game industry, about whatever, he would always start off by saying, I worked 7 years at Blizzard, actually, so I know what I'm talking about. When in reality, no.
Okay, 1 second.
Would mention something about games, about the video game industry, about whatever, he would always start off by saying, I worked 7 years at Blizzard, actually, so I know what I'm talking about. When in reality,
I'm a sucker for deep voices. Anyways, let's
no,
go on.
You have more experience as an indie developer than you ever had as a developer at a AAA company, and that's the truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that he made this such an important and integral part of his personality that it felt like a massive betrayal. But that's not all. His dad was Joey Ray Hall. This picture right here is of 10 people, and if you don't know who they are...
Oh, I blink a lot, dude. I blink a lot. That's me. That is actually me blinking that much. And I some of it is to be expressive, like, just to add more emotion, you know? But I also blink a lot.
These people happen to be the original founders of Blizzard Entertainment. Yes, these guys are legends in every sense of the word, and the guy in the middle is none other than Jason Thorhall's father. He later became the director of cinematics at Blizzard, which is probably the only thing that Blizzard has been consistently good at for the last 20 years. He was also the inspiration behind this guy in South Park from the famous World of Warcraft episode. I mean, this guy was a legend in every sense of the word. And so Mashable.com, when they made this article about Pirate Software titled How Streamer Pirate Software Gained Nearly 2 million subs in 6 months, they just had to mention the fact that he's a Nepo baby, saying when he was 16, he landed a dream job as a game tester at Blizzard Entertainment, which before the bloated loot boxes and corporate acquisition by Microsoft for $68.7 billion.
Fire, a lot of it is the fact that I wear contacts, so I blink a lot to keep my eyes from drying up. I probably should get like drops, but fuck that. Bro had a dream job and gave that up. But I don't know if working at Blizzard's truly a dream job. They treat you like shit. Or at least they did.
Was considered one of the most respected companies in the video game industry. It helped that he was a Nepo baby, since his dad, Joey Ray Hall, had spent over 2 decades at the industry titan since almost the very beginning. Now, of course, after 6 months, he would leave because he felt that the corporate life wasn't for him, and many years later would reapply by himself without the help of his dad, landing a QA role, which I believe, because if he had the help of his dad, no way he would end up in an entry-level position. But still, just them including this sentence, calling him a Nepo baby, truly triggered him beyond belief. I mean, look at what he had to say.
Yeah, really not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. It's one of those things that I've been trying to fight my entire career. It's one of the things that I've had to argue with people in chat about. It's one of the things that we ban people for here. Anytime people say shit like that, because it's deeply disrespectful and it completely overwrites any of the things that I've done throughout my career.
But you are a
as
Nepo baby.
Something that is somebody else's.
Like, you cannot deny that. If you go to a company that your parent worked at, no matter what you do, people are going to call you a Nepo baby, whether or not you work for the position or not. What you need to do is you need to grow a fucking pair and get over it, because people are just going to think and say that. So what you can either do is wallow in it like a fucking baby, okay, or you can grow a pair and just put up with it, because those people shouldn't matter. You shouldn't let them get to you. And muting them, blocking them, means they're getting to you. It's ridiculous, man.
Which they have not been in any possible respect, and it's just rude as fuck. So, what do you say in the thing? He said it was he called me a Nepo baby in his article. No, that's dog shit. Really gross. In any case, let's go find somebody to raid.
I mean, you heard him, right? He would ban people in chat if they called him a Nepo baby. That's the...
Thank you so much for the sub. It means so much. You did not have to do that, though. Thank you so much, but you did not have to do that. I still have food in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Easiest way to trigger him. And yet, at the same time, the same guy who's acting triggered over being called Nepo baby said this multiple times on his stream. Watch.
So I'm second generation Blizzard. I'm the first second generation Blizzard employee that ever existed in the company. I'm also a second generation Blizzard employee. I was a second generation Blizzard.
You don't have to do that, please! Thank you, but you don't have to do that! Oh, it went to Poofy? That's awesome! No, please don't. Please, actually, please don't. I'm not joking. Please don't. Save your money for other things, more important things. Stop. Please, stop. No, don't. Save it for more important things. Like, save it for, like, Lunar or like, other streamers you could watch. If someone's, like, playing Helldivers, you could drop it onto them for democracy. Don't do it for me, please.
I was the first
you have emotes now, though, so
ever. I was the
feel
first
free to go wild.
second generation Blizzard employee. And I love that shit.
I can't agree
love
with
that
you,
company.
Fireblaze.
Working for Blizzard
Sorry.
sucked.
Again, a lol count
Working
is
for
someone
Blizzard
who's
sucked. Bruh, I fucking knew it. I knew it.
intentionally hilarious when being 100% serious, and I just can't stop laughing at this guy. I mean, seriously? I was the first second generation Blizzard employee? What is this, the Chinese dynasty? Like,
Chinese dynasty is fucking fun. Oh my god.
Talking about. And let's be real here.
Holy
The only
shit.
reason you were the first, second generation Blizzard employee was purely because of your dad. Because back then, they didn't even have a recruiting team. You were just the easiest hire. And I think one thing he has to understand
Ah, yes, the second Blizzard Honyosho Overwatch dynasty.
is that being a Nepo baby isn't a bad thing. I think most people, if they had a dad or a mom who worked a really cool job, they would love to take advantage of that, and they do. For example, Jack.
There's not. Being a Nepo baby isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you were given an opportunity ahead of other people, which yes, but it's what you do after you are given the opportunity that matters. Or if you're given the privilege above others to get into a job because you have family there, you then have the responsibility to prove that you belong there. If you stay there solely because your family makes it so you stay there, even though you're doing a terrible job, that's a bad Nepo baby. If you do really fucking good, despite the fact that you were given an opportunity that most people didn't, like, get easy access to, then you deserve it. Like, you have to prove that you were worth it. Then who cares if you're a Nepo baby, right? It's just the difference between having a higher probability, like, to get into something. Of course, your family is gonna help you get into something, right? Yeah, use their parents' status to get things. Like, I'm not necessarily a Nepo baby, but the company that I am currently working for, both of my sisters work at. Well, they're gonna see the fact that, like, my sisters go, oh yeah, she is a good worker, and that gives me a leg ahead of other people working there. But I have to prove that I am actually, like, a good hard worker, like they said. One, because I don't want to prove them to be liars, and two, because I have pride in myself in the work that I do. Like, nepotism isn't necessarily a negative thing. It is just an advantage. It's a tool. It's an advantage. It's whether or not people use it and abuse it. That's when it's a bad thing. At least in my personal opinion. You're definitely not one then. Your parents' reputation and money acts as your hype man and gets you stuff over others. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just like an advantage versus disadvantage that some people have. You know? And yeah, it sucks, but like, dude, life ain't fair, man. But you have to use whatever skills that you have to prove that you're worth it and that you deserve to be there. Some people might have their parents going, oh, you should hire them. Or they could have an amazing resume showing that they're a hard worker. Or they can just be an absolute fucking go-getter and very, like, aggressive with the, you should hire me. I will prove that I am good at what you need me to do. Just give me the chance. Like, there's multiple ways you can do it. It's just one door. But yeah.
Quaid is an actor that was called a Nepo baby multiple times by fans. That's because his parents are both
Dude, he's from The Boys! Wait, he was a Nepo baby? I don't think it undermines my talent. He's Huey! Wait, no, not that. But I mean, like, basically what you have to do nowadays to even get a fucking interview, which is calling them and be like, hey, have you gotten my resume? If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I can answer them now or later. Just shit like that, because that's, like, necessary, because fucking companies leave you on red nowadays like you're a goddamn fucking Tinder date.
Quaid and Meg Ryan, two very successful actors. His response was very refreshing for fans, agreeing with the Nepo Baby label and saying, I'm an immensely privileged person. I don't think it undermines my talent. Adding that he was able to get representation pretty early on because of being a Nepo Baby, and that it's already more than half the battle. So as I said, being a Nepo baby isn't inherently a bad thing. It's only bad when you try to deny it. When you get defensive, because come on, who are you lying to? And that was what Pirate Software was doing. It was becoming more and more obvious that Pirate Software had a massive ego but also very deep-rooted insecurities. He wanted to appear like a genius no matter what. And according to him, geniuses never apologize.
Bro, this motherfucker has his head so far up his own ass, all he sees is shit, and he thinks it's everybody else's, and he doesn't realize it's his own. I fucking fumbled that, god damn it. But yeah, he thinks it's everybody else's shit, but it's really his own shit.
Geniuses never admit fault, but they also never make mistakes and always, no matter what, figure things out on stream. This is something that became painfully obvious when he would play some pretty hard puzzle games and would
Ego and
figure out some of
insecurity
the
do go hand in
hardest
hand.
things all by himself miraculously after looking at his phone, playing it off like it was some genius eureka moment. Outer Wilds is a critically acclaimed, story-rich space exploration game that just so happens to have some pretty complex puzzles. Pirate Software would play this game on stream, and he would proceed to solve these puzzles all by himself, miraculously, and more specifically, after looking at his phone. In the VOD of his gameplay, around 8 hours and 7 minutes, he gets stuck in an area, and he needs to get out somehow. This is one of the many puzzles in this game. Now, he would struggle to find the solution, deliberate with his chat, talk a bunch, and then at around the 8:20 mark, he would pull out his phone right here and continue talking to chat. This goes on for 2 minutes, in which he deliberates while very clearly looking at his phone. And then eventually, at around the 8-hour, 22-minute mark, he would get a eureka moment.
Maybe it's not with the scanner. Maybe there's a different way. Maybe it's not the scanner at all. Maybe it's the time. Maybe the fact that we were able to destroy the surface like that was the point.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god, that was fakest sounding. Oh, that was the fakest sounding. I've ever heard. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Dude, there's nothing wrong with not being able to solve a puzzle, dude. You don't have to be the smartest person on the planet. Trust me. I would respect you more as a person if you go, God damn it, I cannot figure this out. I do not understand this. I am just going to look it up so I can save everyone's time and we can move on with the playthrough. I've done it! I'm stupid! I can't figure out some puzzles. So I look them up. And you know what I do? I admit that shit. Because you know what? That's a lot better than fucking going, I figured it out. I'm a genius. I'm just sitting here and I figured it out. Trust me. Sounds like my voice when I try to make it go deeper. We are idiots and we are proud. Exactly! We're fucking idiots and we are proud! I'm stupid and I'm proud! Sorry if I'm peeking the mic. I'll try to be a little quieter.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have an idea.
It's so fake! Oh my god! Sorry, it was just so fake. He's so, you can see it in his face. He's so full of shit, dude.
Guys, wait a minute. Oh my god, I have an idea. Guys, oh my god, this just came out of nowhere. My brain just works differently. Did I mention that I worked 7 years at Blizzard? This would spread like...
Did I mention I worked 7 years at Blizzard?
wildfire on Reddit. This guy is faking his Outer Wilds run in order to appear to be a genius to his community. That's
Wait, he worked for 7 years at Blizzard? No way.
crazy. It's so ridiculous you can't even believe it. But as I already mentioned, he was facing increased scrutiny. He normally would have been able to get away with this, and he did get away with this in other games. It's just that now things were different. When questioned about cheating in Outer Wilds, this is what he had to say.
Why did you cheat in Outer Wilds? What? How the hell would you cheat in that game? Bro, we played it all live on stream. Alright, bud. It's a wild ass thing to say.
Yes, how would you cheat while live streaming this as he stares into his phone for 2 straight minutes? You're absolutely right. The real controversy would be when he would play the game Animal Well that released on May 2024. You see,
I was watching a video on this one
before the World of Warcraft controversy and before the increased scrutiny. But after he had embarrassed himself in Outer Wilds and World of Warcraft, people thought to go back and check his gameplay because they thought, wait, now that I think about it, this was kind of suspicious. And the evidence here was damn.
Oh my god, apparently he solved a puzzle that took the community like forever to figure out, and he figured it out the day after the tutorial came out.
It was simply undeniable. You see, Animal Well is a puzzle game, but not just any puzzle game. It has many puzzles and many secrets that are very easy to miss if you don't take your time analyzing every aspect of it. When the game first came out, you had people on Reddit and in forums trying to work together in order to find all of its secrets and puzzles. One of those puzzles was the Wingding puzzle. This took the entire community over a week of teamwork in order to find the solution. This was a group effort in every way, and no one person could have solved it by themselves. The guide came out on May 19th, 2024, and it just so happens that Pirate Software, miraculously, all by himself on stream, solved this puzzle on May 19th.
Oh, it was the day
of. Came out.
The day!
Bro, seriously. You'd also have some people write entire essays with proof as to why they think that Pirate Software cheated. If you want to read this and have actually played Animal Well, you can pause the video. But in a nutshell, it's
no,
almost
hell
like he
no.
was trying his hardest to ruin any ounce of reputation he had left.
Hell no, I
mean,
can't read
seriously,
that.
Are you that insecure that you would
I'm
cheat
illiterate.
in a fucking puzzle game in order to appear to be a genius to your community? Really? It's insanity. But this was reality because, as I said earlier, this scrutiny was disassembling every aspect of his brand and personality, even down to his most fundamental...
You know what? You know what? I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Wait, where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button? I'm stupid. Where's the button? Oh god. Where's the button? Wait, where is the button? Aha! Aha! There we go! There we go! Oh, that's funny. Gridlock and Darby both got him. Let's go. Give to the community. Let's fucking go. Okay, I need to make this small again. There we go. Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to take your place. I was just being nice to the community. Anyways, let's go.
Like his own voice.
It's not a challenge. I was just trying to be nice to the community. They took half my money, I swear.
At a convention in which he sounded completely different than how he
no,
sounds today,
it looks like
leading
you
many
still
to
have
believe
first
that he's
place.
either faking his
I don't
voice
think it
or
counts,
simply
I
using
don't
a
think it'll
voice
take it
changer
away,
on his microphone.
since I
Listen to
gifted
this.
them.
Show been so far?
It's actually been amazing. It's our first time out here
I
at
can't
Denver
mute the
Comic Con,
top.
and there's so many people.
His voice is so epic! It's not a challenge. I think I can't have first place because it's my channel.
Love the games, so it's been awesome.
So speaking of games, what do you have for us today?
So we have Champions of Breakfast, which is a twin-stick shooter that we made in 24 days from concept to release on Steam. Blew up. It was really, really awesome. And that game is pretty difficult, so if you're into really hard arcade games, that's the kind of thing for you.
Homie's got a weak chin and a weak backbone.
You know what, though? To be fair, he sounds like such a pleasant person here. This is someone I can see myself being friends with. Look, people want to theorize and say that he has a voice changer or is faking his voice. I think he was just killed by an evil clone. I think that's a better explanation. This, of course, wouldn't be the only clip where you'd hear him have a different...
I think he was just killed by an evil clone. Bro got a fucking alternate! An alternate took him over! Fuck!
A voice, like this one, for example.
You're gonna have to peel my hot dog. I have to peel it. Every good hot dog needs to be peeled. Every good hot dog needs to be peeled. You see, now that I've peeled the hot dog, it's ready to eat.
It's cringe.
That's right.
It's cringe.
It's ready to eat.
Okay, look, if you're not convinced yet,
Cringe.
here's a more recent clip of him playing Animal Well. This was around a year ago, back in 2024. Look.
I don't know what that gives me, though. I don't know what is that supposed to do?
Sorry, Agent, that almost got... I don't know what to do with that clip almost. I was taking a drink when I read that. Hot dog. He likes hot dog. Bro, I don't even know if it's gonna be in this video, but there are furry allegations against him. Emotional manipulation. He was a furry. He had a furry boyfriend, but while he was also married, and it's not just hot dogs, it's other things that he likes that are have to do with dog parts. I'm dying.
How am I gonna fit that shit in there? Oh, god damn it.
To some people, this was his voice changer glitching. To others, this was him mistakenly getting too comfortable with his real voice. What does Pirate Software have to say about this?
Wait a
well,
fucking minute.
apparently, according to with
Wait, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I don't know what is that supposed to do? How am I gonna fit that shit in there? Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
some
god
people,
damn it.
this was his voice changer glitching. To others...
Wait, did he get Shane Dawson? No. But he's just very into a specific type of, dog anatomy, which is, also a thing in the furry community that I don't want to talk about verbally out loud. I'm a bit, tied up.
This was him mistakenly getting too comfortable
If you get what I
with
mean.
his real voice. What does Pirate Software have to say about this? Well, apparently, according to his doctor, his voice went through a second puberty in his 30s. That's right. Apparently your balls can drop twice, but I could only find a handful of sources on this, and this article...
Well, according to Jeff Ramsey from the hit podcast, a regulation podcast that used to also be Fuckface, they just never stopped going down.
From the BBC pretty much sums it up by saying that as we get older, the larynx gets stiffer, making the vocal cords less flexible. I mean, this isn't new. When you talk to someone who's 90 years old, they'll sound different than what they used to sound like in their 20s. But to have this much of a dramatic change...
Oh, it sounds like fucking Optimus
Regardless,
Prime.
though, I mean, the pressure was getting to Pirate Software. Not only was his game getting scrutinized, not only was his past out in the open, but people were criticizing his gameplay, the way he played games, and even his voice. Things were getting out of control. So the next thing you know...
Oh god, we still have... Okay, we still have a
he
good,
was
like,
on stream
23
with
minutes.
a psychologist by the name of Dr. K. Alok Kanogia, otherwise known as Dr. K, runs the HealthyGamer.gg organization. He's a clinical psychologist who founded this brand in order to be able to reach the very big and growing demographic of gamers, a group of people who very often will struggle with mental health and not really seek out therapy when they should. His content is mostly educational, drawing parallels
Voice is
between
so
video
bassy, it
games
doesn't
and what you go through mentally.
Your voice is so bassy, it causes a fucking EMP. Do you need something, Sedona? Sedona, do you need something? Or is it just attention you need, puppy dog? Is it just attention? You don't need attention. Okay, that's enough. Go lay down. Yeah, I actually have emotes for both of my animals. I have a golden retriever, Sedona, and then I have a black cat called Ruby. Oh, Matt's here. Matt's here. Hi, Matt. I've been lobstered. Lobbered. I have been lobbered. Matt, see, you're fucking hurting Major's ears. You gotta not. That's so rude of you. Damn, I can't believe you done this.
And overall, he's been quite successful. Now, of course, that's not to say that he doesn't have his fair share of haters. Some people, for example, have criticized the fact that he does these therapy sessions with streamers in public, even though the person...
Dude, that reminds... Actually, Matt, are you available next Thursday for collab? Or are you busy? Wait, I think I remember you saying you're busy. We need to play more Helldivers, Matt.
question consents to it. From Dr. K's perspective, though, he wants to show people that streamers are humans too. And if someone like those streamers that they idolize is brave enough to get therapy, then they can do so too. His conversation
Ooh,
with
okay.
Pirate Software would last over 3 hours and a half. It would get
Ooh,
viewed by almost...
and Saint doesn't work on Wednesdays usually, so we should be able to do Wednesday Helldivers. I hope. That would be cool.
a million people, and having watched a good chunk of it, I can
Got
tell
it,
you
boss,
right
so
now,
7.
regardless of what you might think about Dr. K,
Helldiver,
I think this
yeah.
stream truly shows his incredible skill in
Bro,
being
this
able
is
to
crazy.
converse with
This
such an
stream.
obvious narcissist without having him rage quit the call while still trying his best to give him a reality check. And for you to understand that, I want you to watch this clip.
This shit right now is like they come in and they're like, did you know that he worked at Blizzard for 7 years? Like, yeah, that was my career, and I'm proud of that. So of course I'm going to talk about that because it gives context to talk about other things around the games industry, which is what we do on the stream.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality I'm just trying to give context.
So that
If
is
that
the
makes
problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase.
Sure.
This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this.
Yeah.
That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay. I don't see it that way, but all right.
God, it must be so hard talking to someone like that. Anyway, in the next
Hi,
clip, you'll be
Panwiggle.
seeing the logic behind Pirate Software's attitude when it comes to never
crazy.
apologizing.
Let me show
Like
you.
not give any context whatsoever?
Yeah. Let's say yes to that.
You had to throw your headphones. Dude, it's fucking... dude, I watched clips of this, and Dr. K does, like, a very good job at non-combatively calling him out. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal, dude. So good. It's so good, dude. There's a whole ass fucking, like, stream on it. I definitely recommend. It is a wild watch. It is a wild watch because you can see Dr. K like processing, and you can hear in his questionings that he's like, there's something here that he is not telling me, and it's to make him look better. I need to get to the bottom of this. Fan Wiggles, my day is pretty good, and I'm very happy that I get to watch this Mujin video. I'm so excited! I've been wanting to watch this since I knew he was, like, posting it, and it's so good, dude. It's so good. People subscribe to Mujin. He deserves it.
I think that's a bit of hyperbole, but
Just an emotional response?
no, just say, hey guys. So basically, you know, when you tell the narrative, you start with like, I made a mistake, everyone made mistakes, I was smug. And then there's a lot that
Yeah.
comes after that. How would you feel about just ending it after that first paragraph?
I hate that.
Okay.
I have like an immediate emotionally angry response against that.
Very good.
Because it feels like idiocracy.
Okay.
Domain expansion. Arrogance arbitration.
It feels like that's too long, didn't read, I don't need all those words when few words do gooder. That I hate that shit. Like I super hate that kind of communication of like there's a lot of people that say like, oh, you should just say my bad, guys. No, that does not in any way explain a situation. That doesn't tell you any information that is real. It is hand waving for the masses in a way that is disingenuous to what happened and disingenuous to the people that are involved. I feel like to do that would be just me lying for the sake of lying so that people would...
You're so right, Mossad.
This really gave us an insight as to how his mind functions. And as you heard from him talking, he hates the idea of just saying my bad.
Okay, I have to pause. Look at Dr. K's face. He's just like, my god. The arrogance on this guy, dude. He honestly, he did such a good job in his video, Dr. K did, of phrasing questions in a way that wouldn't make Pirate Software run like he usually does when he's confronted. Because when he's confronted, he's like, nah, man, I'm totally out, and fucking leaves like he did earlier in that World of Warcraft clip. He did a really good job at phrasing questions in a non-combative way in order to not make Pirate Software put up that defensive barrier. Because, like, one thing that, like, narcissists and arrogant people will do is, like, if you come at them with a question that might not necessarily be aggressive, but they deem aggressive, they put up kind of, like, this wall in this front that makes it a lot harder for you to ask any questions because they now think that you're attacking them. So they are completely on the defensive. He's a twink? Absolutely. Nutter Butter! I want this twink obliterated! He trapped him in a domain expansion. It was a joke at first, but it's literally now. Dude, seriously, this whole thing is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal watch.
Let's move
100%.
on. I'm sorry, let's move on. He wants to sit there and type 12 paragraphs as to why he was wrong but not really, while others were more wrong than him. All of a sudden, things make a lot of sense. Now, listen to how Dr. K responded to that, okay? Just watch.
So I think what I liked about that response, my hope, so we're not here to like rehab your PR, right? We're just here to have a conversation. And at the same time, over the last 2 hours, there's something about the way that I hear you talk that rubs me the wrong way. There's something about the way that you talk that seems...
He's turning red! He's turning so fucking red! Look at him! Look at him! Fucking arrow straight into the fucking gut!
Dismissive. So I'll tell you where that...
Got him!
agree with that.
Right?
Got him!
So it's like, I made a mistake, we all make mistakes.
Okay.
Right, so there's something about your sentence construction. It's like, oh yeah, Thor, I'm sorry.
Bro, I understand getting bad secondhand embarrassment. I can't watch. Bad time for me to eat a chocolate covered pomegranate. I get so much, like, my secondhand embarrassment is so bad, I can't watch Always Sunny. I tried really hard. It is funny, but there's awkward situations that are literally so bad. It fills me with so much anxiety and stress that I actually have to get up and start pacing because it gives me so much of like that anxiety that I have to pace just to get that energy out. I can't handle secondhand embarrassment, man. It kills me. People are like, there's no way you get it that bad from like watching a TV show and all that. And I'm like, no. And then someone I know watched me get secondhand embarrassment because we were watching something and I started like pacing aggressively and they're like, oh my god, that's actually like extremely physically and mentally affects you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why, but it fucking kills me. I can't handle the secondhand embarrassment. Oh my god, in real life, secondhand embarrassment, like if you have a family member that does something like my grandma who starts like harassing like waiters and wait staff and you're just like sitting there like, I want to fucking die, get me out of this situation, this is horrible, I don't want to be here anymore, please get me out. Like, oh my god, it kills me. Also, hi Power, hello. But yeah, okay, let's keep going. Sorry,
on you, bro. I really do love you.
Let's go back.
Right, so it's like, I made a mistake, we all made mistakes.
Okay.
Right, so there's something about your sentence construction. It's like, oh yeah, Thor, I'm sorry I cheated on you, bro. I really do love you. You know, we both have flaws in this marriage.
I think the funny thing here is that Dr. K is known to be very caring, very nice, and not confrontational at all when it comes to streams like this. But in this case, seeing that he's an
bro is getting taken apart so completely that it's causing AoE damage. More AoE damage than he did during that World of Warcraft raid that went wrong. Haha!
Experienced psychologist, he knew when to become confrontational. He knew when to call out.
Because he was a mage and his job was AoE damage, and if he did anything like that, he might have been able to save his teammates.
Pirate Software on his bullshit, and this is what it was. Bullshit. In just a span of like 20 seconds, Dr. K had essentially summed up people's entire problem with Pirate Software. When he would be criticized, when he would be given feedback, when he would be given advice, he was always dismissive and smug. And this smugness is what led us here. People were hoping that this productive 3.5-hour conversation would actually lead somewhere, maybe actually make him apologize for once and take a step back. But it didn't. His empire kept crumbling until we had finally reached the final nail in the coffin. Stop killing games. Stop Killing Games is an initiative launched by Ross Scott in the European Union and the United Kingdom. It was meant to be a direct answer to what happened with the game The Crew, made by Ubisoft. At the end of December 2023, Ubisoft all of a sudden announced that The Crew would no longer be purchasable and that its servers would be going down on March 31st.
Wait, it's not even
2024.
purchasable?
Seeing that this was a live service
I guess you
game,
can't even
this
get
meant that after
access to
March,
it.
you'd never be able to play this game ever again.
Crazy.
The salt in the wound, though, was that barely a couple weeks after the servers went offline, Ubisoft revoked The Crew from people who had bought it digitally, attaching
Wait,
a message saying,
what?
you no longer have access to this game, why not check the store to pursue your adventures? To many, this was an outrage. It essentially meant that you never owned your game.
What? They just took something you purchased away? Like, I knew they shut the servers down. I didn't realize they fucking, like, literally took the game away from people. That's insane! That's fucking insane! This is, okay, that's part of the reason why I can't get behind the Switch 2, is the fact that they can just fucking brick a console. And people are like, well, it's to prevent, fucking thievery or whatever. But, like, there's people whose consoles have been bricked because they buy, like, a secondhand device in order to have, like, more games saved onto their device at once. Which, of course, that device could also be used to put pirated games on the console. But, apparently, there's people that have it that just want the extra space, and it bricked their console. And this thing that they paid $500 for, they can't use anymore. Fucking crazy. Oh yeah, that is fucking dumb. Oh, another kick bot. We gotta kick a kick bot in the fucking ass again. Let's go. Destroy him. Send him to the Shadow Realm. I love destroying bots. It's a wonderful... Greedy yeah, they are greedy motherfuckers. Yep, I just triggered Major Salty, Matt Hyde. On kick, but not anymore. I kicked them out to the curb. Alright, let's keep going. That is fucking wild, though. That they just, like, they literally stole back what you paid for. If a fucking company does that, I want my goddamn money back, alright? I want my fucking money back. You should not have something that says, purchase this game, that they can take away. You can say, rent this game, or whatever, but saying, purchase, and then taking it away, does not seem legal to me. Now is useless? Jesus Christ.
To begin with, Ubisoft can just take them away.
Fuck
this
you,
also more
Ubisoft.
recently
Suck
happened
my
with
nuts.
Concord. It barely came out for a week,
Ubisoft
and
app
the servers
sucks,
were offline.
too.
If you bought the disc copy, you were played like an idiot. The Stop Killing Games initiative argued that it wasn't really legal. It was very weird for live service games to just shut down like that without giving players an alternative. With Ross Scott on his YouTube channel saying that games as a service is fraud. One thing to note is that this initiative wasn't forcing publishers or developers to keep game servers online forever. What it simply wanted was to have a way to access these games after the servers went offline, by allowing players to host their own servers, for example. Arguing that if taking games down like this would become the norm, then way too many games would become lost media, because that's what The Crew and Concord are right now. They're essentially lost media. It was classified as a European citizens initiative, in which European citizens could sign it, and if it would reach 1 million signatures, then it would be talked about in the European Parliament. It would initially get a couple 100,000 signatures until a certain person would speak out against it in the most aggressive way possible. Of course, we're talking about our good old friend, Pirate Software. He felt so passionate about this topic that he made 2 videos about it, very shortly after it launched in the summer of 2024. Now look, we're not going to watch the whole video, I just want to show you the first 10 seconds. Let's do this.
Hi.
Concord was a $60 Overwatch clone, so fuck that game. Dude, it looked like ass. It looked like ass, and everyone's like, it's just because we have an oversaturated market of this kind of game. And then Marvel Rivals came down and, like, proved that wrong. It's like, no, the game was just ass, okay? The game was just ass. It looked horrible. It cost $60 fucking dollars, like... Of course no one wants to play it! Of course no one does! Marvel Rivals are free! And it got hundreds of thousands of people playing it in the first month! How the fuck do you talk bad about a good thing? Here's how. You're a fucking company shill, and you care more about the goddamn corporate side of it than the consumer side. That's how.
Look, we're not going to watch the whole video. I just want to show you the first 10 seconds. Let's do this.
Hi, my name is Jason Thor Hall, also known as Pirate Software Online. I've been in the gaming industry for about 20 years. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment, then Amazon Game Studios, and now I own my own studio, Pirate Software, by the same name.
Trophy power.
Studio,
I drink to that.
There's just something about this guy, man. I don't know. I can't explain it. Anyway, he worked at Blizzard Entertainment for around 7 years,
want
guys.
this tweak
and
obliterated.
he vehemently opposed every single thing this initiative stood for, arguing that it would kill live service games and kill gaming in general, completely misunderstanding what this initiative was even about, and using his massive influence, which was still present at the time, to kill it instantly. I want to be clear here. In this video, he tries his best to appear level-headed, professional even, echoing the genius that you first saw in his YouTube shorts at the end of 2023. But on his stream,
Oh my
god, this guy was a mess. These are the very nice things he had to say.
Why does every video he makes start with, I worked at Blizzard for 7 years? That's a good question. What's even funnier is this guy had the gall to be like, I never talk about how I worked at Blizzard. And then someone made a 2-minute compilation of, like, every time he said that I worked at Blizzard. Which, I worked at Blizzard is like a 2-second sentence. The video is 2 minutes long, dude. 2 minutes long. And he's like, I don't ever talk about me working at Blizzard. Bro. The comedy writes itself.
About this initiative. Watch.
Shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to. That is awful. That is a horrible goddamn direction. That's awful, dude. No. Eat my entire ass. The level of
Your Honor, I worked at Blizzard. Everything I say, you must listen. Take everything, oh Lord, listen ye. For I, Jason Thorhall, creator of an uncompleted game after 8 years even though it's 2D, owner of Pirate Software, worked at Blizzard for 7 years. 8 years, actually.
Stupid
Sorry.
that I just had to receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours. This
All hail the guy who can work at Blizzard, the company known for treating its women employees like dog shit! 2 minutes is 120 seconds. If every statement was an average of 2 seconds, that means he said he worked at Blizzard 60 times. Bare minimum, yes.
Damn, this is the worst thing that's ever been made by humanity. Like, this is the, like, oh my god, you'd think that this is actually going to end gaming as we know it. But it's not. It's seeking to do the opposite.
shit sucks. That's a really stupid ass move. That's an incredibly stupid ass move. I think this is ass. This is complete garbage. All of this can eat shit then. I drop the mask entirely.
In his very professional...
Bro, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This Pirate Software guy is ass. He can eat my entire ass. This is shit.
level-headed video, he says this.
It's incredibly important to me that we keep making games and that the next generation has the tools to do so that our medium doesn't die out.
But that's exactly what Stop Killing Games wants to do. The whole point of this initiative is for this medium to not die by allowing so many games to become lost media. And yet,
it's for... He says why he hates it by misrepresenting what it actually means.
Software was saying about this whole thing.
I think live service games getting sunsetted is fine. I've always thought that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, at this point, just no comment. When he would start receiving quite a bit of backlash, of course now there's more dislikes, but when it first released, I'd say 30% of the like to dislike ratio was dislikes. He made this pinned comment, outlining some points that don't really help his very aggressive reaction that came out of nowhere, and then ended it with a quotation saying he won't even talk to Ross, who was the founder of Stop Killing Games. To which he replied with, correct. I think his position is disingenuous due to his comments about how this could be pushed through government. It's a bad direction, removes validity for what the initiative is trying to do, portrays the process in an incorrect manner, and just builds sensationalism. Thinking that kind of language is okay puts him squarely on my not worth it to talk to list, as there are others that could have a more productive conversation. So what he's talking about is this slide here. This one slide in the entirety of this initiative is the only reason why he refuses to talk to Ross. It says reasons the European Citizens Initiative could pass. Politicians like easy wins. Politicians mostly don't care about video games. The law is already unclear on this practice. The initiative is in line with other consumer policies. It's a diversion from more serious topics. Now, according to Ross, this was a half-truth, half-joke slide. And I think that's how a normal person would view it. I don't think it was tone deaf in any way.
For real.
But it angered the hell out of Pirate Software for some reason.
Because he got small pee-pee.
Some people theorize that it's because he got close to Ludwig, and together they founded the games.
Oh my god! I forgot he was close to Ludwig! Let's up those numbers!
Publisher Off-Brand Games. When the Stop Killing Games initiative came out, they were in the process of releasing a live service multiplayer game. So there was definitely some sort of a conflict of interest here. Regardless, this European Citizens Initiative had a one-year deadline. It would be automatically closed on the 31st of July, 2025. And by the end of June, it barely had 500,000 signatures, which meant it had no hope of ever reaching 1 million, or so it seemed. This was until Accursed Farms, the channel owned by Ross Scott, would release a video titled The End of Stop Killing Games. It's an hour-long video that kind of reminds us what this initiative is about, how we got here, the feedback and criticism he's received, the changes he's made, and of course the majority of the video is him responding to Pirate Software's very aggressive criticisms. Most of the clips of Pirate Software crashing out over the Stop Killing Games initiative were actually from this video. Ross addresses every single one and ended up, whether intentional or not, making Pirate Software look like a clown who had no idea what he was talking about. This video almost has 1 million views, and many people watched it. Some of those people happen to be way bigger content creators than Pirate Software, and seeing that this very important initiative was very close to failure, tried their best to bring as many people as possible to sign it. For example, Moist Critical talked about it in his videos that
I watched Moist Critical's video and I was like, oh my god, let's... he just shone a bright light on the guy behind the curtain. And the thing is, like, Moist Critical even tried to get a hold of Pirate Software and talk about it, but Pirate Software was like, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. And then had the gall to be like, oh yeah, me and Moist Critical talked about it. Yeah, we talked, and Moist Critical's like, yeah, he didn't want to listen. He didn't want to actually have a conversation.
Over 3.5 million views. Hell, even Jacksepticeye talked about it on
his channel. I watched that one too.
Sitting at over 1 million views. People understood that this initiative wasn't just a good thing for video games. It was integral to ensure its survival for the future. Hell, even Minecraft creator Notch had something to say.
Oh my god, Notch's comment's so funny.
Tweeting, hey guys, just got back to gaming after a brief break. Wait, why is there a Nepo baby doubling down over there? Adding, if buying a game is not a purchase, then pirating them is not theft. This truly solidified the position of Pirate Software in the Hall of Fame of lolcows. It was undeniable at this point.
Wait. I need to do something. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I have something important to do. I have something very important to do. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's say. I just have to put my work badge on. Sorry. There. I have my work badge on. How does it look? Does it look okay? Does my work badge look okay? It might be really pixelated. I apologize if it is, because I shrunk it down. Achievement unlocked! I worked at Blizzard! Okay, I'll get rid of it. I made that, so when I had my rant, that is Matt's fault. 100 gold, no less either. But when I made I had a pirate software rant during a stream one time. That was Matt's fault. I clipped it down into like a video. I had that onto me during the I worked with Blizzard moments as a bit. Oh, good shit, good shit.
Stupidity had made an entire movement succeed, just purely on the basis of him being so unaware of what was going on. He lacked the most basic form of self-awareness. And thanks to that, the Stop Killing Games initiative not only reached 1 million signatures, but is currently at over 1.3 million in overdrive. About to reach 1.4 million anytime
Good.
now, with the UK petition reaching double the signatures required. You even had
Yay!
a vice president of the European Parliament voicing support for this initiative and signing the petition
Good
himself
shit.
while urging other Europeans to do the
I
same.
wish I could,
This
man.
initiative gained so much traction that a publisher group full of the biggest publishers on the planet, including EA and Ubisoft, for example, responded saying that these proposals would curtail developer choice
Exactly,
and that it was
Mr. Salty,
unsustainable
exactly.
and unfeasible. In other words, they were very scared that this could actually pass. Being a gamer myself, I wish this initiative the best of luck in Parliament, and I truly hope it passes. When I buy a digital game, I'd like to know that I actually own it and that it won't be taken away from me at any given moment. But while this initiative was gaining a lot of positive attention, Pirate Software, on the other hand, was gaining all the negative attention. He's currently bleeding over 10,000 subscribers daily on his YouTube channel and has currently lost a massive chunk of his viewership on Twitch. I mean, look at these numbers. He used to peak 15,000 concurrent viewers and is now down to 5,000. That's 1/3 of where he used to be 7 months ago. And that's without mentioning all the followers he's been losing. I mean, look at this, minus 50,000 just in July. Additionally, this scrutiny has prompted many YouTubers like Coding G.
Holy shit, dude! Bro! Motherfucker's bleeding out, dude. He's bleeding out. But, like, honestly, like, he did everything wrong in this situation. There is 2 ways to handle this, and he went route 3. The 2 ways to handle this is... Sedona, what are you doing? The 2 ways to handle this are A, ignore it, pretend nothing's happening, or B, apologize. Those are the 2 things he could have done. What he did was double down, refuse to take accountability, and point out every single time someone attacked him to try to guilt people and get them on his side, and all it has done is turn people against him continuously and made them even angrier and made them start digging up even more shit on him. Like, he is the cause of his own downfall. He literally is digging his own grave, and every fucking time he opens his mouth, the shovel's getting bigger. More than triple combination of all the follows of every Twitcher you follow. Holy cow. Started because of... Yep, all started because of a hardcore WoW raid. Which is the lamest... I almost said something I can't say. Shovel, yeah. Excavate. Well, it's an excavator now. It started as a shovel, but then, he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He dug his grave, and now it's the Marianas Trench.
Jesus and Slop News Network to analyze the code that he writes on stream, concluding that a child, a literal toddler, can probably do a better job. Seriously, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Because, of course, instead of just apologizing, taking a step
Homies,
back...
it has been Christmas in July with the anti-pirate software content. I'm not even joking. It's like every day there's a new video because there's more shit coming out. And some of it is so sad. Like the fact that he didn't even wish his own dad happy birthday and hadn't texted him in a fucking year. A year he hadn't texted his dad. I know, I'm counting down the time too, Fireblaze. 20 minutes till, Summertime Loki. And I've watched a couple of videos on actual programmers that have went through his code and said, no, this shit's actual spaghetti. Like, someone did, like, a video on his lighting, and the way his lighting was working was causing the game to run at 20 frames per second. It is a 2D game, like Undertale. Pixel game. and it was going at 20 frames a second. Oh.
L for once. Admitting you made a mistake, maybe taking some advice that Dr. K
That-
gave you, he would triple down, or quadruple down, I guess I can't even keep track at this point, and make this post, saying the most interesting narrative is that my video somehow killed the initiative. This graph shows that the initiative already had a downward trend in interest when my videos dropped. My videos do not seem to have had any impact on the movement at all. Making me the villain did though. Best of luck with your next steps. So at this point, I can't help but be impressed how much he's willing to die on hills that don't matter. People aren't even tracking cumulative signatures and daily signatures. They just understood that this initiative is worth fighting for, it's very important for the longevity of games as a medium, and that you, with your massive platform, not only criticized it very aggressively, thinking that this was going to be an easy win that made you out to be a genius, but urged all your audience, all your strong community to not sign it when they were telling you to sign it initially. That's how you even found out about the initiative. He would then later tweet this, saying, I am no longer working at Off-Brand Games. People were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying to mass review bomb them. You can dislike the things I say, but this kind of behavior is unhinged. Learned a lot there, accomplished a lot, hope they succeed regardless, loved those dudes and loved working with them, hope they keep cooking. Ludwig would reply to this, saying, stop killing games is a good initiative, but a few bad actors review bombed / harassed developers of the games we support at Off-Brand Games. Appreciate Thor stepping down for the betterment of the devs and their games, to which he would get community noted. The note said, Rivals of Either 2 has not been review bombed. Verifying this is as easy as opening the Steam page and looking at the graphic.
I'm gonna say, it's Twitter, not X. It's Twitter. Community notes was a phenomenal decision. Fucking phenomenal decision. Love it. Love to see it.
Reviews. And if we go to the game, scroll down, and look at the graph that shows review trends, we can very clearly see that there's no review bombing going on. If anything, there's positive bombing. Look at all these positive reviews in June. But hey, anything to be the victim, right? In fact, the guy became such a victim that I think he started losing his mind. He started comparing his current situation with the Stop Killing Games initiative to Coney 2012. I mean, dude, no, I'm sorry. This is a full-fledged, fully developed and evolved lolcow. There's no way you can say this while being self-aware. It's impossible. And after months of complaining about people brigading and harassing him, he does the same exact thing to Coding Jesus. He would leave a comment on his code review video.
I can't even go into it because I can't remember exactly what Coney's about. I remember someone talking about it, but memory of a goldfish. But he did. He compared it. He fucking compared it.
And would then link his comment to his chat so that they can go upvote it in an effort to ratio the video itself. Like, how petty is that? Come on, man.
Do you make a link to it? You have to click on the little 6 hours edited. Aha! So that doesn't seem to do it? Oh, do I have to right-click on this and then copy link address? And then do that. Is that what does this? Ah, it does highlighted comment. There we go. Boop. There's my comment on it. Enjoy. And I also have a whole argument with a whole bunch of people in the replies in there so they can see what's going on with it. I talked to them through the entire thing of why I did that all in an array, because that is not normal practice to do that, and it's specifically so that you guys can reverse engineer the game and solve the ARG. Sometimes doing bad practice has meaning, which is...
Whatever, man. He later deleted this VOD because this literally breaks YouTube TOS. This breaks every aspect of terms of service when it comes to brigading and harassment. I mean, at this point, can this get any worse? Yes. He'd be asked about his opinion when
He was literally telling his chat to go to basically harass people when he shits on people for going to him to harass him. This motherfucker he literally has a count on his stream for how many people have been banned in a stream. It's crazy.
Comes to Stop Killing Games finally reaching 1 million signatures, and he said, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything that you asked for, but nothing you wanted, and I'll leave it there. See, if I was 12 years old, I would have probably thought this was really cool, but now it's just edgy beyond cringe. But listen, as much as this was...
Cause then I will be the night that I will fall to you. Sorry, I thought of that when I heard cringe.
A ridiculous roller coaster ride on the Lolcow Express, someone did end up asking him, hey man, would you consider making an apology video, setting everything straight? Because you know what? This is still salvageable. You can still redeem yourself. And here's what he had to say.
Put up a video saying you were wrong with every situation and the internet move on. I am not doing that. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god. I don't give a...
Yeah, simply bend the knee and lie about how you feel, and everyone will stop bullying.
Look at that! The camera went up! The camera went up! That dude just got banned for just saying an opinion. Didn't even say anything negative. Like, he's like, this is speech. That's hate speech. Dude, if this motherfucker was, like, in office, half of the U.S. would be dead for hate speech.
This guy is so hopeless, man. Now, I will say this because I'm sure this will appear in the comments. Yes, I'm aware that Pirate Software is a massive furry, and I'm also aware that he was legally married to someone, and during that marriage, he got in contact with one of the Kickstarter backers of Earthbound, the game he's working on, and started a very inappropriate 18+ relationship with them while being married. Yes, he committed adultery. The reason
He
why
said
I didn't
Earthbound, not
mention this-
Heartbound. Mujin, you said Earthbound, not Heartbound. Oh my god, literally. Edit, my dyslexic ass just said Earthbound instead of Heartbound in the video. Bro, why do all these games sound the same?
in the video is because it doesn't really matter in the grand
that's
scheme
funny.
of things. If he had just apologized during the WoW Classic incident, this coming out wouldn't have done anything to him, because guess what? Most of these messages involved 18+ roleplay, but more specifically furry roleplay. Yes, they would literally say to themselves, pets you, nuzzles you, plays with your tail, and then get, you know, more 18+ into it. Yes, most people couldn't even read one page of
And he did this shit while he was married. Nuzzles you? I would fucking kill myself. In Minecraft.
chat logs because of how cringy it is. So I'm so convinced it wouldn't have done anything to his reputation. It's meaningless to talk about. But if you're interested...
Anyone can get a partner if he can. True, true. How am I single in my 20s, but this guy has a wife? Exactly, dude! I'm fucking 28 and single, pringle, too afraid to mingle. But no, this motherfucker got a wife. At one point. I think they're divorced now.
You can check out this video by Fearful Tears titled Pirate Software, the most delusional Twitch streamer. Look, Pirate Software is a lesson not just in content creation, but in quite literally anything. Normal people make mistakes, and geniuses make mistakes too. We're all human. Admitting that you make a mistake isn't you admitting that you have a weakness. No, on the contrary, never admitting that you're wrong is a weakness in itself, because it shows how insecure you are, how fragile of an ego you have.
I would roll on the floor and cry, but then I'd be him. No. See, the thing is, he holds it in. He holds it in because he can never be wrong. He would never cry because he can never be... Shut the fuck up, motorcycle! I'm talking! He would never roll over and cry because that would be admitting that he's wrong. Hey, Fart. Wait, can I even... Wait, no, I don't think I can. Fuck. Don't worry about it. Okay.
It'll only make people want to avoid you. I mean, what's the point? Pirate Software is the...
Oh, by the way, it's not called the thing, it's called the thong.
The stupid person's definition of a genius, and he managed to ride that wave for a little while. But now the party's over, and he only has himself to blame. He'll still be a content creator, he'll still have a sizable audience, but he'll never be able to touch the sky like he did at the end of 2023. And they're never coming back unless he finally humbles his dumbass. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the entire video up until the end. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video fairly soon. Yeah, I love you so much. Mwah.
Mwah! Mwah to you too, Mujin! Amazing video! I worked at Blizzard Entertainment for 7 years. I was the first second-generation employee! Dude, I fucking love Mujin. I think he has a video coming out that's on that, anime girl horse game that everyone's been talking about. But, yeah, Mujin makes fucking banger videos, dude. Like, I would subscribe to his channel. I'm subscribed. But y'all need to subscribe too. He has a very nice voice. Don't tell him that. And honestly, this model is a vibe. My favorite. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The yep. I'm gonna have to draw new ones once I finish my new model and debut it and stuff. You've been ordered to go sub. Democracy away! Actually, you know what? I'll make it easy. I'll make it easy. Here, Copy. Where's Twitch chat? Paste. There we go. Go follow Mujin on YouTube because he makes banger videos, okay? Like, good voice, good content, great research, amazing editing, all together, banger of a channel. Good shit, good shit. I also love the videos about degeneracy for those afflicted by ADHD. It's the perfect channel for me. It's the perfect channel. I love it. Good shit. Good shit. I technically never watched the Cinder video, did I? I watched the fucking Caliente one, but good God. April Fools. Will definitely knows now that you're supplying all of 2 subscribers. Like, homie's got 531k subscribers. Somebody letting me try to join. You might already be subscribed? I don't know. This guy's way bigger than I am. He will not notice me. Will not be noticed. Senpai will never notice me, and I'm okay with that. That was very cringe of me to say. Panic. Cringe. I am the cringe. Shut up, Matt! Shut up! Shut up! Earl of cringe. Shut up! Shut your mouth! Wait, let me turn on my background music. There we go. Wait, I don't think, well, shit. Advanced audio properties. Let me make it so Twitch can hear it. Boop, boop. Okay. You gotta tell me, don't you cringe! Shut your bitch-ass mouth, Matt. Quiet. Silence. Silencio. Oh my god, I just realized something. It is summertime. Let me do something real quick. Properties. Browse. Alright. Guys! Is this better? It's summertime. Is this better? Please don't. Please don't. Is there a water thing? Yeah, there's a water thing for Twitch. It's one of the points redeem. I think it's only... No, I hate summer. Wait, why? Why do you hate the summer? I want to take you to the beach. Oh, fuck the 100 degrees. But you're at the beach. Think about being at the beach. You're playing in the water. I have been bugged. Oh, you redeemed hydrate. Shit, I don't have anything to drink. Let me go get, okay, I'll be right back. I have Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. YouTube does have a free water redeem. One second, let me... there we go. I don't think I turned it off on YouTube. But I started drinking Dr. Pepper 0 sugar because I'm trying to be a better bean. Wait. What do you mean it just happened? What? What? Did I miss something? Wait. Look, I can't. Why are the emotes in my way? The Texas one? I live in North Texas. The only water is the stinky poopy water in the man-made lakes. Oh, cause it's I forgot if you say stinky, it blocks Matt's channel. Oh my god. Wait, I'm stupid. There we go. Let me, here we go. This way we have the chats. This way we get the... Okay. Back to the beach, back to the beach, back to the beach. You just have to say stinky and it'll plug Matt. The premium thing has a Psylocke emoji bundle? Yeah, it does. Fire, I was gonna gift it to you, but I think you can only link, or not link, gift skins. Holy shit. Had water like that, it's kinda 3 minutes. Stinky. By the way, join us in following MechaMatt0. Oh my god, that's so funny. I will stab Erlo. By the way, guys, Saturday morning, I do have it scheduled. Me and Matt have our podcast called the, Two Bozos Podcast. And y'all should stop by. I have no idea what we're talking about yet. But y'all should stop by and, check it out. Yes, I do have a Discord server, actually. Let me, actually, I might not be able to, let me disable streamer mode. For some reason, whenever I stream, Discord puts me in, like, you know, the streamer mode that it does, which is cool. However, I can't copy the fucking Discord link when I'm in streamer mode. I'm pasting it! That code is gonna be bad, because Discord keeps fucking changing it. But yeah, there's the Discord. For anyone new here, just letting you all know, I haven't done it in a while. I really need to. I am sorry. But I do movie nights, where there are community movie nights where I will stream me reacting to it. We won't actually have the movie up, but I will be watching it in the Discord, and anyone in the Discord can join along and watch. Mods can talk, people that aren't mods won't be able to talk. I'll also have it up as in the stream with a timer, so if people want to watch along at home, they can. Let me just move this over here. And then, of course, every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday are my, like, locked-in streams. They start at 4:30 p.m. PST. And then I'll just do other surprise streams. Right now, I think Matt and I are gonna try to schedule the podcast every Saturday. Not every other Saturday. It'll be 9:30 a.m. to 11... Or not 9:30. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh yeah, the skin should be out now. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I just can't hide it. Yeah, or 12 to 2 p.m. EST. Not PST, EST. But yeah, but that should be when the podcast is. We have a logo and everything. Actually, you know what? What is this? Browse. Download. We have our logo now. Why does it... One second, let me turn off the filters. Let's delete the filters! This is our logo for our podcast. We've had 2 episodes so far, but, That was because it was my microphone and I had it color corrected to make it match the Gotham model. But yeah, and if anyone has any questions or clips that they want us to react to, feel free to send them to the corresponding channel in my Discord. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm definitely not gonna hop on Rivals right away. But where's the Super Earth flag? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I'm ending the stream here. But thank you everybody so much for watching and stopping by. I appreciate every single one of you lovely people. And do make sure, if you haven't already, go drop a sub to Mujin, because that was a banger of a video and he keeps making bangers of videos. And we love to see it. We love to see it. So, yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching, in the past, present, or future. If you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, or drop a follow on Twitch and Kick. I hope everybody has a beautiful day or night, and... Why is it doubling up? Why is it doubling up? Bro! You son of a bitch! Why would you do this at the end? No! Also, it gave once my ult. It started a hype train. I also forgot that the hype train is filled with Christmas music. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, what do I do? I feel like I can't end it when it's on a fucking hype train. What am I supposed to do? I can't believe you done this. Vamp I don't know how to vamp! I'm stupid! I'm too stupid to vamp! Again, and level up. No, you shouldn't. You fucking shouldn't. Save it, please. Stop. Don't. There are 3 colors for the Psylocke skin. Could be funny. However, that means that would be $50, and that is too much fucking money. That is way too much fucking money. In the future, though, because apparently, okay, this is a new thing that I've seen, for, let me find it. Subscriptions. It's somewhere here. There was rewards, maybe? No. I saw that there was an ability for me. I can't remember where it is. And it was to make, like, I had like 7 of them for the year, where I could put gift subs on like a discount, but I don't remember how much it was or where it was. Let me see. Not yet. Okay, yeah. Subscription discount promotions. It's in beta. But I can have a limited time discount that lasts for an hour, and you get 35% off of 5 or more tier 1 subs. I have 0.7 used. It expires December 31st. Oh, and I can select how many hours okay. Gerst subs, you will do it again? Nah. You shouldn't. You really should not. But maybe... How do subathons work? I've never done a subathon. I've never watched a subathon. I don't understand it. Do people have just, like, goals? And they're like, if we hit these goals, this thing will happen? Is that how it works? You can explain? Yo, actually, Matt, how about we save this convo for Saturday? How about we save this convo for Saturday? Sounds good. Cool. Well, now that, that is, 60 seconds. Okay. I accidentally closed that. Oops. Oh, I can't hear myself talk. Oh no, I don't want to do that. My voice sucks. Yeah, okay. We're calling it here. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by. You're all wonderful. You're all lovely. Y'all are amazing. Okay, I love you all. I love you all so much. But I'm gonna go play Marvel Rivals. I mean, I'm gonna go to bed and not play Marvel Rivals. Have a wonderful day or night, guys, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm doing more Expedition 33. If y'all are playing it and don't want to be spoiled, though, totally understand. You do not have to stop by. But either way, I hope to see you another day, and until next time, bye-bye.